New York, New York, the greatest city in the world. The Yankees against the Mets, two first-place teams going at it in the first edition of the 2015 Subway Series, and it is time for baseball. As the Yes Network presents New York Yankees baseball. It's the New York Yankees against the New York Mets, and the first of three from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, New York. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Yankees baseball, along with Al Leiter. I'm Michael Kay. City's excited for this, and why wouldn't they be? Two teams red hot. The Mets have won 11 in a row. The Yankees 6 out of 7. The Yankees just come out of Detroit, winning 3 out of 4. And the Tigers were the best team in baseball when the Yankees went in there. Yesterday's game, though, it almost seemed like it was won single-handedly by Jacoby Ellsbury.
You know, it almost was, really, when you think about the legs that Jacoby Ellsbury possesses. But you look here what he was able to do. Gets on first base in the 6th inning, steals a bag, moves over on Gardner's ground ball to the right side. And here this fake steal at home. Anibal Sanchez balked. He stepped off. He started his delivery. Good move. The Yankees 1-1. And then here in the 8th inning, a double right off the bat. Jacoby Ellsbury was thinking double. Aggressively gets to third base. Eventually scores in the 8th inning in a 2-1 victory. Good homestand here for the Yankees and an excellent road trip they had.
All right, so let's take a look at the starters tonight. The pitching matchup brought to you by People's United Bank. NA, see what know-how can do for you. Jacob deGrom, last year's National League Rookie of the Year, goes for the Mets. Michael Pineda for the Yankees. He's 2-0, the ERA not where he wants it to be, Al, but he is really featuring a very good changeup.
You know, Michael, you look at the 5 ERA, yes, it is higher, and he's given up hits, but I'll tell you, look at Pineda. He's made a concerted effort to use this pitch here. It's a great shot of the changeup, and yes, he's trying to incorporate a third pitch, and I'm looking forward to tonight's game with him using this pitch more. He's using it at a 13% clip this year early on. It is a pitch that gets hitters off, especially the left-handed hitters on the fastball slider. This is an excellent pitch for Michael Pineda.
And you know what? He's got to be on tonight, Al, because the Mets have the best record in the major leagues at 13-3. Then you have the Royals, the Cardinals, the Tigers, and the Dodgers. Should be a fun series this weekend. The Subway Series. You know, this is the first time ever that both teams come into the Subway Series in first place. Meredith Marakovitz will talk about more of the Subway Series next, right here on Yes.
Let's trade keys during Hillside Honda's Trade-In to Trade-Up sales event. Your chance to trade in, trade up right now at Hillside Honda. Like a 2015 Honda Civic LX Automatic, $129 per month with 0 down. Or a 2015 Honda Accord LX Automatic, $178 per month with 0 down. And a 2015 Honda CR-V LX Automatic all-wheel drive, $229 per month with 0 down. So let's trade keys and trade in, trade up during Hillside Honda's Trade-In to Trade-Up sales event. Go to hillsidehonda.com. I love Hillside Honda.
Hit it out of the ballpark. I'm Cindy with Lee's Toyota, and while some dealers can't get to first base, you can score a home run deal at Lee's. People come from near, far, and in between to shop our 3 big showrooms at one location. Amazing low prices, 0 financing available, and great leases. If you miss coming to Lee's, you'll miss getting a lot for less. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. See what a great deal really is at Lee's Toyota.
You better believe it.
You know what you like. Action. Adventure. That unmistakable rush. A winning hand. Scoring those I just gotta have them shoes. Incredible dining choices, including 3 by world-famous chef Amaro Lagasse. All the comforts of a luxurious award-winning hotel. It's your lifestyle. And knowing there's only one place where you can really play your way. Sands Bethlehem.
Welcome back to Yankees baseball on Yes, as fans file into Yankee Stadium. Game 1 of the 3-game series between the Yankees and the New York Mets coming your way in just a couple minutes. Hey everyone, I'm Meredith Marakovitz. Since the Subway Series started in 1997, this is the first time both the Yankees and the Mets hold a piece of first place coming into Game 1. That should really provide a great atmosphere for fans this evening, where bragging rights are at stake throughout the city.
I think it's great for the city. You look at the Mets, they've won 11 in a row, had a perfect homestand. Obviously, it's very exciting over there, and the way we've played the last 7 games and go out on this road trip, we're excited about what we're doing. So I think it's really good for the city.
Very, very excited about it. It's fun to come in here. It's always fun to play the Yankees. But, you know, we got to get caught up in the fact, let's just keep playing and don't worry about where we sit right now. Let's just, you know, make sure that in September it's very similar situations.
Plenty more to come here on the Yes Network. Michael Kay and Al Leiter coming your way next with lineups, first pitch baseball, right here on Yes.
New York Yankees, this is Brett Gardner. How can I direct your call? Gumbo today.
Gardy, what are you doing?
Just getting a soda, Adam.
New York Yankees, Adam Warren. How may I direct your call? Hello?
What made you switch to Taco Bell breakfast?
It's like it doesn't matter where you go, it's the same thing, which is like an English muffin with an egg on top.
What do you know?
I've got the chicken biscuit taco.
And I've got the egg, bacon, and cheese biscuit taco. I don't want to be the spokesperson to the South necessarily, but I can guarantee you that this is almost as good. It is as good as Mama's cooking.
That's a bold statement.
This is a good biscuit.
My name is Mary.
My name is Dominic.
And I am a breakfast defector.
Get your red hot values. Red hot values here.
I'll take one.
Ooh. If you think that's hot, here's a real sizzler.
The look you want. The comfort you love.
And the value you need.
Bonded leather everywhere you sit. With Favopedic memory foam cushions.
Ratcheted armrests.
Ratchet headrest. Extra hidden storage.
In Saturn White or Pluto Black.
Don't you want it? Don't you love it?
An untouchable value at only $9.99. Only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by DirecTV. If you call yourself a sports fan, you've got to get DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV. By Heineken, open your world. By Mazda. Mazda is KBB.com's lowest cost-to-own brand in over 5 years. And by RE/MAX, nobody sells more real estate than RE/MAX. Well, it's a cool, crisp evening here in the Bronx. Almost has an autumnal feel to it. But we're going to have a hot baseball series, and we're going to have Bernie Williams throwing out the first pitch. He officially signed his retirement papers earlier today. He had never retired. Last game was in 2006. So let's see, old number 51. He's going to take it from the rubber and see if he throws a strike. A little bit high, but he'll take it, and we'll talk to Bernie in the second inning. He'll come by and drop off some words of wisdom in the booth. So that's Bernie Williams, gets a nice hand from the crowd here at the stadium. So the Yankees have taken the field. Michael Pineda, not yet on the mound, but he's walking out there right now. We'll take his warm-ups, and let's take a look at the Mets starting lineup. And the Mets come in with an 11-game winning streak and a 13-3 record. Former Yankee right fielder Curtis Granderson leads off. Batting second, playing center field, Juan Lagares. Lucas Duda at first base, he'll hit third. Cleaning up, DH Michael Kadire. Daniel Murphy at second base will bat fifth. Batting sixth, playing third base, Eric Campbell. Wilmer Flores, the shortstop, will bat seventh. Batting eighth and catching the rookie Kevin Plawecki. And Kurt Neuenhuis is in left field. He's going to bat ninth.
Michael Pineda on the mound, coming off a win down in Tampa Bay, going 5 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs. See his numbers, the 5 ERA, his second start against Baltimore, gave up the 5 runs. I like the fact that he's trying to become more of a 3-pitch pitcher by using that. Let's take a look at his pitcher scatter report, brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. Loves the Bronx. Here in 7 career starts, he's 3-1 with a 1.77 ERA. Very impressive at Yankee Stadium. A strike throw, I mentioned it. He's got 2 walks in the first 3 starts, 20 strikeouts. His walks per 9 is 1 per 9. It's 5th best in the American League. And more changeups. You know, last year he threw at 9%, of 0.77 batting average again. So this year he's incorporated it more. It's up to 13%. And I really like it, Michael. When you get a guy with the electric stuff of Michael Pineda, primarily a fastball slider pitcher, he's really trying to introduce and have that third pitch as an integral part of his repertoire.
Now let's take a look at the Yankee defense, which is presented by Geico. You've got Gardner, Ellsbury, and Beltran left to right in the outfield. Infield, Headley, Gregorius, Drew, and Teixeira. That's third to first. McCann's behind the plate, and Al told you about Michael Pineda on the mound. Big crowd filing in the Yankee Stadium. Former Yankee Curtis Granderson ready to get into the box. A widely and hotly anticipated Subway Series between 2 first-place teams, the Yankees and the Mets. Granderson's ready. Pineda is ready. And let's do it here in the Bronx. The first pitch is a strike, and we are underway. Granderson has been leading off for the Mets. The average not good, but he's been getting on base via the walk a lot. And a strike.
Well, I said that Michael Pineda is going to pound the strike zone right ahead on a guy. You mentioned it, Michael. Granderson has taken a lot of walks this year. His on-base percentage is .375. To the tune of 14 base on balls. So while the batting average isn't high at 200, he's getting on base.
And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Granderson down on strikes, one away.
Nasty. That's that fastball slider combination. He gets ahead with two fastballs. You see the dip on that? That drops about a foot. Watch the grip coming out of his hand. Good spin on it. Try not to have that dot. Pitchers try not to. Good placement on that 1-2 pitch. Nice pitch.
And that's going to bring up Juan Lagares. And a strike, pumping nothing but strikes in there, 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Boy, that's the recipe for any pitcher. Lagares has done a nice job this early going for the Mets. A Gold Glover in the outfield. How he can expand. A slider right there off the plate.
Strike three, got him on the inside corner. Lagares down looking. Well, let's look at the game time weather presented by Bigelow Tea. I told you it was cool and crisp. Let's see what the numbers tell us. 50 degrees, 46 degrees with the wind chill, 13 miles per hour is the wind, and it's mostly clear and chilly. There'll be a lot of hot chocolate sold in the stands tonight. Here's Lucas Duda. Pitch outside.
God, just looking at that 0-2 pitch. Look at the grip out of the hand here. This is a 0-2 pitch that locks up Lagares. Good fastball hitter. See the pitch, it just could not pull the trigger.
Count 1-1.
Lucas Duda, early going, one of the best hitters in the National League. See the .351 batting average, and really spraying the ball from line to line. Not so much as a pull hitter as he was last year.
And is also doing well against lefties. That was the last part of his game that had not come around. The Mets kind of hinted that this season they would be playing guys like Kadire at first base against lefties, but Duda is in there every day. Also has a .439 on base percentage. 29-year-old. The number 3 hitter in the lineup. 1-2 count from Pineda. Fly ball into right field. Beltran's there, and Pineda works a 1-2-3 inning against the Mets. Mets go down in order. Mets nothing, and the New York Yankees coming to bat.
The 2015 Toyota Camry, designed and built for the bold. A sculpted body with muscular fenders adds to its commanding stance. Camry has an interior that thrills before you even start moving. Sit inside and you'll very quickly see and feel the difference.
Lease a 2015 Camry for just $179 a month. Or get 0% APR financing on a new Camry, baby.
It all starts at Toyota. Let's go places.
Monday, rivals collide again in the start of a 3-game campaign at the stadium. Yankees, Rays. Coverage starts Monday at 6, only on Yes.
Listen to The Fan. It's Boomer and Carton, mornings 6 to 10. Beningo and Roberts, middays 10 to 1. And Mike Francesa, afternoons 1 to 6:30. New York's #1 sports station, Sports Radio 66. And now 101.9 FM, WFAN, New York.
While others go in circles and repeat themselves, we choose to carve our own path in the pursuit of exhilaration. The 306 horsepower Lexus GS. Experience the next level of performance and there's no going back. Lease the all-wheel drive 2015 GS 350F Sport with complimentary navigation system for these terms. See your Lexus dealer.
Michael Pineda works a 1-2-3 inning against the Mets. Now Jacob deGrom against this Yankee starting lineup presented by Lexus. The center fielder is Jacoby Ellsbury. He leads off, batting second. Left fielder Brett Gardner. Alex Rodriguez, the DH, will at third. Cleaning up first baseman Mark Teixeira. Brian McCann will catch. He'll bat fifth, batting sixth. Playing right field Carlos Beltran. Chase Headley at third base hits seventh. The number 8 hitter, second baseman Stephen Drew. And Didi Gregorius, the shortstop, will bat ninth.
Jacob deGrom on the mound for the Mets. Very impressive last year and early going here this year for the New York Mets. He's 2-1, a .93 ERA. That's third best in the National League. Let's take a look at the pitcher scout report brought to you by your Tri-Honda dealers. First onto the scene, I mentioned 11-7 with a 2.48 in his 25 career starts. National League Rookie of the Year, there's only been 5 of them. Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry, John Matlack, and Tom Seaver. And loves his fastball. 70% of the time he throws fastballs to right-handed hitters.
Jacoby Ellsbury lost one down the left field line, and that is going to fall untouched. Neuenhuis could not get there. Now the Subway Series, nothing new for deGrom. He actually made his Major League debut last May 15th at Citi Field against the Yankees. Pitched 7 very good innings, but got the tough 1-0 loss. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. The only run he gave up was in the 7th. Brian McCann scored from first on an Alfonso Soriano double. Did he hold up? No, he foul-tipped the ball, 0-2. And on the Yankee side, it was a combined shutout by Chase Whitley, who also made his Major League debut that night, with relief help from Betances, Warren, and Robertson. I told you at the start, Jacoby Ellsbury beat the Tigers yesterday. I mean, both of those runs were generated by Jacoby Ellsbury. Stole a base, he hustled a single into a double. He really got a pitcher nervous into balking, getting Anibal Sanchez to step off the rubber in the middle of a windup. Just a tour de force for Ellsbury.
Yeah, you know, both sides of the ball. And made a great play when CC Sabathia was on the mound, running to right center field. And the little things, Michael, you know, sometimes it doesn't always show up in a batting average or home runs or RBIs, but playing the game right.
Fly ball, left field. Neuenhuis makes the play. One away. Let's check out the Mets defense presented by Geico. Well, since we've seen Neuenhuis, we'll start with him. He's in left field. Juan Lagares, a Gold Glover in center. Granderson over in right. In the infield, Campbell filling in for the injured right. He's at third. Then it's Flores, Murphy, and Duda third and first. Plawecki filling in for the injured Travis d'Arnaud. He's behind the plate. And Jacob deGrom is on the mound. Yankees feel really good about themselves after going 7-3 on a road trip. They did what they had to do in Tampa Bay by sweeping a team that was hurting, had some injuries, and that's what you have to do against a team you're expected to beat. And then they went into Detroit. The Tigers had the best record in baseball, and the Yankees won 3 out of 4 and could have easily swept. Their pitching held down a very potent Tiger offense. So you've got 2 teams coming into a series feeling really good about themselves. I mean, how could you feel better about yourselves than the Mets winning 11 in a row and sweeping a 10-game homestand?
You know, Michael, I don't know about you, but today it has that buzz. And I think the fact that the Mets are playing as well as they are and the relevancy of where they stand in baseball. I mentioned the great record of 13-3. Yankees, as you say, 6-7, ending on a great road trip. There's a good vibe to this Subway Series. The many years that has been going on, and I think it's good for baseball, certainly New York baseball.
The Yankees won 3-6 in their first 9, but 6-1 in their last 7, and things have certainly improved, as has the outlook. That one's fouled away. Now, the last time the Mets came into a Subway Series with the better record of the 2 teams was in May 2008, and Willie Randolph was still managing the Mets then. Mets were 20-19, the Yankees were 20-22 entering that series. The 0-2. Line drive, a base hit to right center field. Cutting over is Granderson. Big turn for Gardner. He'll stop right there with a single, though. But he is a threat to go.
Nice job by Brett Gardner. He's in a tough count. He's got a battle. Change-up grip. The ball stays up in the zone. Now he's able to keep the bat back, stay through the middle of the field. This is nice hitting right here. Not pulling off. It was a mistake by DeGrom by the changeup up. 85 miles an hour. Granderson getting to that ball, keeping the speedy Gardner at first base.
Alex did not play in yesterday's game, and Joe Girardi said he's going to play him all 6 games here on this homestand. Pitch outside. Now Alex has been able to turn around the fastball, and we'll see tonight and tomorrow against really quality fastballs what he's able to do against DeGrom and Harvey.
You said it, Michael. DeGrom averaging right at a little under 95 miles an hour. You got Harvey tomorrow. Alex has definitely looked a lot better early going here by getting to that fastball on the inside part of the plate.
Count 1-1. High fly ball, center field. Lagares toward right center. He'll put that away for the second out.
Boy, that's one of those just missed it. The life and action of DeGrom's fastball. This is a good swing here. He throws the 1-0 changeup, which is the effectiveness of changing speeds. Ball inside corner, and watch here, just misses. He pulls his hands, and you can see Alex. That is just a smidge away from being a home run to right center field.
There's Mark Teixeira as the Mets shift. 3 infielders on the right side. Now, you hear a lot of Met chants. They have a contingent that has traveled across the river and have taken residence up in the corner of the left field upper deck. They're called the 7 Line Army, and they're traveling Met fans, and on their shirts it says the Bronx Invasion. And that's what makes the Subway Series so cool.
Pledge your allegiance, right? This is fun.
The 1-0. 1-1. It's hard to gauge the wind, but it looks like the flags are blowing in and maybe toward the left as well. We'll see if it affects any fly balls. The flags atop the grandstand are flopping every which way, so it's hard to get a read. Probably swirling. The 1-1. 2-1.
Yeah, I think it's a. Well, here it's always hard to tell, but it definitely looks like it's blown out to right.
High fly ball, right field. If it's fair, it's trouble. It is gone. See ya. A home run, Mark Teixeira. And the Yankees take a 2-0 lead. Home run number 6 for Teixeira, and he now leads the team with 15 runs batted in.
Wow, it was just a matter of, is this ball going to stay fair? Fastball up, out, over, pulls it underneath, and you just see it staying inside the right field foul pole, second deck. 6 home runs, a little two-seam fastball up, foot's down, barrel to the bat out front.
There's Brian McCann. Shift is on for McCann. So Teixeira had 2 home runs in Detroit as well, 3 in his last 5 games. And McCann skies it the other way and out of play. So it's 2-0 Yankees here in the first. Chop off the glove of Duda. Slows it down, but it trickles in the right. It's a base hit for McCann. And Al, I think Duda went way too far to his right when you consider that Murphy was on the outfield grass for that.
Great point, and that's exactly with these shifts. You got Murphy short right field. Watch here. You see covering the line. 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Once he gets there, don't flail out it. Hope that your pitcher's going to cover first base right here. Little breaking ball down the zone. McCann is out in front, chops it. DeGrom will be there. It'll be a foot race. Sometimes, with the shifts, I mean, know where your defense is, and it happens so often, especially against the Yankees. They're shifted the most than any team in baseball.
Here's Carlos Beltran celebrating his 38th birthday today. And they shift for Beltran.
Take a look at the shift here. So, obviously Duda went a little too far. You got DeGrom, he's going to cover first, but right there, hold up. It's hard to pull up, the aggressiveness of a player.
Count 1-1. He knows it's his birthday. Fly ball center field. Juan Lagares is there, and that'll do it in the first. But the Yankees get 2 runs on 3 hits. The big blow, a 2-run home run by Mark Teixeira, his 6th of the year. The Yankees 22nd as a team. They tie Toronto and Baltimore for the Major League lead.
I call them like I see them. And at Maxon Hyundai, we've got a deal so good, you just can't strike out. Right now, you can get our 2015 Hyundai Sonata for just $129 a month. Or the new Elantra, just $89 a month. Both no money down, because Maxon prices are not just so good, they're not just so great, they're magnificent. So get a great deal on a great Hyundai only when you make your move to Maxon. Prices so low, they're insane.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Why, hello. The all-new Maserati of Morris County is now open during construction. New facility coming soon, right next to Lexus of Route 10. Upgrade to a new level of luxury and lease the all-new Maserati Ghibli, starting at just $774 a month. Change your image and walk the red carpet at the all-new Maserati of Morris County.
Back here at Yankee Stadium, Mark Teixeira's 2-run home run has given the Yankees a 2-0 lead as we go to the second. Boy, time really drags. It seems like only yesterday that Bernie Williams was playing, and then he retired today. And he joins us here in the booth.
So quickly, huh?
It's amazing that you made such a quick decision, Bernie.
It was not very quick. I certainly took my time on that one.
Now, you two guys knew each other in the Yankee minor leagues, right? Used to run sprints in the outfield. Well, Bernie did.
Yeah, I was watching Bernie run. What was the story? For every 2 laps you ran, I ran one?
No, we were running together in spring training in 1989.
Michael Kadire lines one to center.
And I remember I was running right beside you. We were talking about, if we were going to make the team, and I was just worried about making the team in the first year in spring training. And it was very exciting. I was very scared. And, you were one of the guys that, sort of,
come on, Bernie,
me,
we
man.
can do
you
it.
Were good. You're really good. You're
nice,
very
Bern.
good for me, man.
And then I got a chance to play with him in Arecibo Los Lobos.
Yes.
Right?
That is true.
So, Bernie, you threw out the first pitch today, and we spoke before the game, and as Daniel Murphy skies one to left for the second out. You weren't sure if you're going to throw from the rubber. You did. And I wouldn't say it's a strike, but you didn't bounce it. You didn't 50-cent it.
Yes, I was. That was my main goal. I was, I was shooting for like overthrowing the catcher. I knew that,
Throw it high.
I did not want to bounce that ball.
And what an honor you're going to receive in May when the Yankees retire number 51. No one will ever wear that again, Bernie.
No, that is such a great honor. That's amazing.
So what took you so long to retire?
Well, 2 years passed when I, played my last game. I, didn't really. I was kind of thinking maybe I could come back or not. And then after the third 4 years, like, you know what? What? they all know that I'm done. So I mean, why do we make it an issue?
So you actually played in some Old Timers Day illegally?
Yes, I actually did. And there's some precedent, that Luis Sojo actually played in an Old Timers game, and then he played in the season. Right after
now that's
that.
bad.
We got to stick around. This
that was too quick, Bernie. I know you got someplace to go. We got to keep you for the bottom of the inning. All right, so Pineda works at 1, 2, 3.
Are we going to win today? Are we going to celebrate? Are we going to watch the Housewives tonight? So much drama.
Did you know that DirecTV is wireless, so you can put TVs anywhere without having to look at ugly wires and boxes in every room? But don't just take it from me. Take it straight from my horse's mouth.
It's true what she said, pretty great. You know what else is great? I can talk and sing.
Walking down the beach, and there's a lady on my back.
Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
The BMW i8's full-color head-up display keeps you focused on the road ahead, even when you're driving the BMW 3 Series. This and other BMW i8 innovations available in the BMW 3 Series. We only make one thing, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry into your BMW Center and lease a BMW 320i xDrive sedan for $399 per month with 0 down for a limited time only.
There's parallel parking, or there's parking that's unparalleled. And 2 miles per gallon difference may not seem like much until you have to walk it. Now more than ever, reliability is an American thing. Drive the all-new Chrysler 200 during the Chrysler Awards Season event. Get a low-mileage lease on Chrysler 200S for $149 a month for well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles.
Well, there's a buzz about this Subway Series, but nothing compares to 2000, the World Series Subway Series. Bernie, you caught the final out. I thought that Mariano thought the ball was out. Did you think that ball was out?
I thought that ball was out, too. I thought it was out.
Is that one out? No. It is deep, and it's caught by Granderson for the first out off the bat of Headley. Now, playing that video there has a dual purpose. It honors you, and it annoys the heck out of Al.
But on top of that, Bernie hit a solo home run to lead off the second inning.
Yes, I remember that. I remember I was 0 for the series up until that moment.
Put a little more salt in it. 0 for the series, Alan. You gave up a home run.
Snapped me right back into it.
Here's Stephen Drew. Now, May 24th, Bernie's going to have his number retired, going to get a plaque in Monument Park, and it really was an unbelievable career. A lifelong Yankee. 4 world championships, and I asked you this on my radio show, so you already have the answer. What's the high point of that whole career? What do you remember the most?
Every time you're going to ask me that question, I'm going to give you a different answer because there are so many great moments, so many great memories of that, this career. Obviously, playing in the World Series, each and every one of them were so special. Obviously, the 2001 with the Mets, and even the moments that we weren't at our best. Losing with the Red Sox. And the 2001 with 9/11. I mean, those were moments that sort of transcended the game a little bit, and not a little bit, a lot. And for me, it made me realize how much more of an impact we had as New Yorkers and ball players with the healing of the nation.
I'll tell you what, Bernie, I know that we're down to our final line and you have a concert day to go to later on, but I just, it's so good to see you, and you just haven't just gone away. You're going to school after retiring, right?
I am going to school after retiring. I got 1 year left. I'm in Manhattan School of Music, actually pursuing a degree in jazz performance, my guitar. And I'm having a great time, going back at school at this, at this time in my life. I think I'm more focused, and because I'm paying my own way, probably for the most part, and actually all the parts. And it's great, man. The kids are great with me. The professors, even though I'm closer to the professor's age than the kids' age. It doesn't matter what I did here, although they have a little bit of appreciation for that. But what matters is what I can do there at school, playing and paying, actually earning their respect as a musician. And it's a great challenge. And to me, that's what keeps me motivated and challenged now. And it's a great time in my life.
So you replace the passion of being a Major League Baseball player, a great player, you retire your number, to the passion of music.
I think is very similar. Obviously, the work ethic and everything that you have to go through, it's awesome. But both things are absolutely great, and I'm so fortunate to have the opportunity to do both in my lifetime.
Awesome. Great to see you, Bernie, and we'll see you again May 24th.
That's
when
right.
they retire your number.
That's right.
That's a great Bernie Williams, and that's 1998. Bernie a little bit younger, hugging out with Derek Jeter. Great to see Bernie, and we'll see him in May.
HBO now available on your favorite Apple devices. Download the app to start your 1-month free trial today.
I am your connection to the road. Performance at your fingertips. Your voice-activated smartphone. Your navigator on an 8-inch touchscreen display. I'm your safety and security. I am your totally redesigned Sonata. And right now, I'm all yours for an incredibly low $139 a month. Or get up to $5,500 total savings on the Sonata Hybrid. Auto Show bonus cash ends soon.
When Martin Cooper invented the mobile phone,
Hello? Yeah, this is Marty. Guess what we did?
connectivity took a mighty leap forward. Now Mazda uses advanced technology to keep you seamlessly connected to the world
Hey. Hi. Headed home? On my way.
and the road. This is the Mazda 3. What do you drive? Now, get $500 Auto Show bonus cash in addition to other great offers.
It's time for the Lows Never Stop Improving standings, and after a 3-6 start, the Yankees have never stopped improving. They've now tied the Red Sox and the Blue Jays for first place in the East. Rays are a game back, and the Orioles 2 back in a very tightly packed American League East.
Parity across baseball, Michael. You see a lot of tight divisions. I know it's only early.
Plawecki hits a soft ground ball right side, fielded by Pineda. Oh, that was Flores. I'm sorry, Plawecki's next. So there's one away as Flores grounds out. You know what? The day that the speeding up the game rule starting to kick in, we had to have Bernie Williams as a guest.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 fastest half innings of all time.
Didn't we? Boy, what a nice man, good person. And how about that? It's continuing a passion, music.
I
Going
told
back to school.
I told the story today, Al, and it bears repeating about Bernie, because people look at a guy who's a ball player and he's a musician now, and they go, oh, yeah, he's a musician because he was a ball player. And I asked the great Paul Simon, who's a big fan of Bernie's, I said, is Bernie a great guitarist because he was a baseball player? The Audi A3 scoreboard, 2-0 Yankees. And he looked at me and said, Bernie Williams would be considered a great, outstanding guitarist if he never picked up a baseball in his life. So imagine being great at 2 things.
And he's always loved it. I mean, if you remember, Michael, I know you covered the Yankees, you know, before the TV, but he'd bring the guitar. He'd have the guitar in the clubhouse or just behind the scenes. Really, really passionate about it. Michael Pineda changing speeds, using his changeup.
Two, swing and a miss.
I mean, that's just a good combination. Fastball, 2 changeups, slider. I mean, you talk about strike throwing. He's got 21 strikes and 4 balls. Watch this slider right here. Looks middle of the plate and then down and away. The movement and uncomfortable at bats. You know, he's got a lot of movement and life on his fastball, and then to have 2 secondary pitches, tough to hit.
Here's Kurt Neuenhuis. Now, Brian Cashman, the Yankee GM, was at the press conference where Bernie signed a contract with Staten Island, then retired moments later. And he said he wanted to clarify. He said it's not just the core 4. He said it was really the Fab 5 because Bernie should be included. And they always say the core 4 because 4 of them were together through 5 championships. Bernie obviously wasn't here for 2009.
And Bernie came on before all of the, you know, Posada and Derek and Mo.
And Pettit.
Right, and Pettit.
4 strikeouts for Michael Pineda. 2 outs into the 3rd inning. Yankees lead 2-0 on the home run by Mark Teixeira in the 1st off DeGrom. Chopped the other way and a base hit. Right down the left field line. Neuenhuis is going for 2. Here's the throw. Not handled by Drew on the tough hop. So a double for Kurt Neuenhuis.
Well, Neuenhuis, kind of an excuse me swing, but with the shift, Headley was playing more in the 5.5 hole. Watch here, a little slider away and just an emergency hack. Was able to keep it inside the 3rd base line. And then kind of hesitated at first. Gardner comes up strong. Neuenhuis' speed gets there. Stephen Drew couldn't handle it. Watch the shift. See where with the 2 strikes way off the line and then just kind of an emergency hack. A CNI double. Tough hop for Stephen Drew.
Now to bring up Granderson, who struck out in the 1st inning. Up the middle, but Gregorius is right there. And the stretch by Teixeira to end the inning. But the Mets get their first hit. No runs a hit. 1 man left. We played 2.5 at the stadium. It's 2-0 Yanks.
These streets can be pretty crazy. Your solution? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer with all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive.
Now lease a Fusion with no charge, sync and sound for $149 a month, or get up to $2,500 cash back at your local Ford dealer.
I oftentimes find myself thinking back to that day and what would have happened if. I had a ruptured blood vessel in my brain, and the doctors at Montefiore used an innovative technique called endovascular coiling to correct it without surgery. I remember telling them, I have 2 little kids at home, so don't let anything happen to me. People ask me why I went all the way from Greenwich to a hospital in the Bronx. I tell them to save my life. Montefiore gave me back the life I love to live.
The following promotion is only available at participating New York Metro Tri-State Area McDonald's.
It's back.
McDonald's.
Yes. Okay, you had the big flavor on a startup salary. Here's your so good I have to post a photo of it. Finally, I have unique taste. Just look in my wardrobe.
Booyah.
I got it, right?
Nailed it.
I make a lunch run like no other.
McDonald's sirloin third-pound burgers always make the cut. Right now, get your favorite starting at only $4.99.
Oh, hello, French fries.
These streets can be pretty crazy. Your solution? A new Ford Fusion, escape or explore with the help of a blind spot information system.
Now lease a Fusion with no charge, sync and sound for $149 a month, or get up to $2,500 cash back at your local Ford dealer.
The Nets playoff crusade continues. Tomorrow, Game 3 is back here on Yes. Postseason pageantry returns to Brooklyn as this Round 1 series with the Hawks fires up the home crowd at Barclays Center. Nets, Hawks. Game 3 coverage starts tomorrow at 2:30. Watch the Nets on Yes.
Hey, it's time for today's conversation brought to you by Toyota. Toyota is the official hybrid vehicle of the Yankees. We started it with this. What's your favorite memory of Bernie Williams as a player and why? Wendy G, NYY, Bernie's home run in the 1996 ALCS Game 1, winning it in the 11th inning. Who can forget the Jeffrey Mayer game? I think the Orioles want to. Big crowd here at the stadium. Follow Yes Network and tweet us your responses using hashtag Yankees Prius to keep the conversation going. On the Audi A3 scoreboard, it's 2-0. The Yankees leading. Ellsbury leads off the bottom of the third, and he fouls off the first pitch of the inning from DeGrom. Now, we always talk about weather like this. Now, it's not bitter cold. It's nothing like it was in Detroit. But does it take some feel away from a pitcher?
Oh, absolutely. You know what? The cold and the wind. Not only the cold, Michael, the wind. Every pitcher wants some sort of perspiration so you have some kind of moisture.
That one is drilled to right field. Granderson back, turning, looking, see ya! Home run, Jacoby Ellsbury. And the Yankees lead 3-0.
Well, you could hang close on that line. That was a line shot home run. Ellsbury's first home run of the year. That got out of here quickly. Fastball up in the zone, middle of the plate. You talk about turning on a good fastball. Here it is right here. Through the baseball, good level swing. That's a shot.
First home run for Jacoby Ellsbury. Second ribby. Yankees lead 3-0. Here's Gardner. 0-1.
Right out of his hand. Mercedes-Benz, yes, Mo. I mean, that's center cut. Good swing. Gets his foot down. That's not a mediocre fastball. 94 or better. Line shot.
As a team, the Yankees' 23rd home run that leads the major leagues. Skied the other way, but foul.
I like the aggressiveness of the Yankee hitters. You know, there's kind of a cat and mouse scenario, and the Yankee hitters so patient at times and have professional hitters that wait out pitches. But when you have a guy like DeGrom who throws almost 70% of his pitches are fastball, they're jumping. I mean, every pitcher establishes his fastball. I don't care if it's 94 to 95 as a DeGrom or somebody who doesn't have that same velocity. But this is a good approach right now against DeGrom, the Yankee hitters. You know, I know, Michael, it's a day of, day and age of pitch counts and getting the pitch count up and get the starter out. You know, how often do you just watch a game and you see the lack of aggressiveness of a major league hitter because of that mindset of trying to get the pitch count up, and they're missing fastballs that are over the plate. Tough pitch there, backdoor slider. Watch this pitch right here. Kevin Plawecki. Yeah, that's away. Home plate umpire Doug Eddings.
A base hit off the bat of Gardner. That's his second of the night. Makes a big turn. He's going for 2. The throw is in time. Good throw by Granderson to cut down Gardner, trying to stretch it into a double.
Well, trying to take advantage of running on Granderson. He comes up thinking that Gardner, he knows he's got good wheels. And Gardner does not hesitate. It's just a good throw. Flores has to get the ball, put it on the bag, and you see he gets him by a few inches.
Here's Alex Rodriguez. A fairly deep fly ball to center in the first. And a strike.
Watch here. Let's see how the box here. Now, let's say with nobody out, get a home run to Ellsbury. He does not hesitate. And that's part of like a scouting report saying, okay, ball in the gap. You can run on him. Granderson got to that ball. See how close it is. Flores. Almost.
2-1. 3-1. Well,
this pitch right here say a lot about how DeGrom feels, and obviously down 3-0. You got a fastball count. Guy likes his fastball. Nope. Says a lot right there, Michael, of how this young man feels right now. He's dominated. He's got the 3rd best ERA in the National League coming into this start. Obviously, it's going to go up now.
Pitching coach Dan Warthen watching closely.
And the respect he has for Alex. I said in his first at bat, he just missed what I thought was a home run. He fly ball to center. A 3-1 count. Goes the slider to walk Alex Rodriguez.
Teixeira, 2-run home run in the first. Drives that one to right field. Foul. Well, Teixeira's red hot at the plate of late. Meredith Maragovitz has more.
Well, Michael, it's interesting. He leads the team in both home runs and RBIs, but he told me in Detroit he's still not satisfied. He said he never really feels like he is where he wants to be. The batting average, he believes, could maybe be a little bit higher, but overall, 2 things he took away from the season so far. Number 1, he feels healthy, something he really didn't feel all of last year, and also he's hitting the ball extremely hard. Now, a lot of those hits not dropping in there for singles, but he said if he continues to make contact the way he feels he's been making contact, luck is going to change a little bit, and he's going to have a lot of success here in 2015.
Well, that's one of the keys for the Yankees, that he has a Mark Teixeira sort of season. And injuries have really bedeviled him the last couple of years. A-Rod leads off first, held by Duda. Shift is on. Deep drive. Right field. Fair ball. It's gone. It is gone. See ya. Another 2-run home run for Mark Teixeira. And the Yankees lead 5-0.
Wow. This ball, fastball in on his hands, almost identical to his previous at bat. This ball goes farther. Watch this ball inside, pulls his hands in. He's got 7 home runs on the year, his 12th hit on the year. You talk about making them work and count. This out of his hand. DeGrom trying to come in. This is a good pitch. You throw in on the belt off the plate. Teixeira, quick bat, gets his hands inside. That is impressive at bat right here by Mark Teixeira. Almost identical, a little farther in that second deck.
Tell you what, Al, he really kept his hands in. That allowed him to keep the ball fair. And 7 home runs now and 17 runs batted in. I think the Mets have to be a little shell-shocked because Jacob deGrom does not get hit like this. Came in with an under 1 ERA, rookie of the year last year, and he's given up 3 home runs, just 1 out into the 3rd inning. And there's a strike. Yankees forced the Mets to have a little conference on the mound there with deGrom and the whole other infielders. McCann skies one the other way, and that ball is foul.
I think shell-shocked is a good word, Michael. He's given up 2 runs in 3 starts leading up to this start here. 5 runs in the 3rd inning. 1 out in the 3rd inning.
McCann with an infield single in the 1st. That one is a hot shot up the middle, a base hit for Brian McCann. Now the Mets have won 11 in a row, Al, and they've done it despite unbelievable injuries. So let's take a look at the injury report brought to you by Montefiore Medical Center, Inspired Medicine. And for them to reel off all those wins in a row with all these guys shut down, David Wright, Travis d'Arnaud, Zach Wheeler in spring training, Bobby Pornell coming back from Tommy John surgery, Josh Edgin, Vic Black, Puelo, and Blevins. It's tough. And then they also lost their closer to an 80-game suspension for PED use.
Yeah, Henry Mejia, yeah. There's David Wright.
Hamstring injury for David, and they just kept rolling. And that says something about the stomach of this team to not just give up because they've lost a lot of players. They also got some so-so news on Parnell. He was shut down for a week and then examined by the team doctor, David Alchek, and he has forearm soreness, but it has nothing to do with the Tommy John surgery. So that was a good part of the news, and I think he'll be okay.
Well, the Yankees have had a very good game plan against Jacob deGrom.
Sean Gilmartin, who the Yankees saw in spring training, he's warming up for the Mets. Mets have 2 lefties in the bullpen, 5 righties. The 3-1. And Beltran walks. So 1st and 2nd, the only out the Yankees have made in this inning was on the bases, with Gardner trying to stretch a single into a double. And that brings up Headley. $5-0 Yankees. Were in the bottom of the 3rd. There's a strike.
You know, talking about the game plan of a team when they go into a series in the scouting report, what I see here, Michael, is deGrom is out of sync. He's not pitching his normal repertoire. Here, changeup through the hole.
McCann will stop at 3rd, and that'll load the bases for the Yankees.
Yeah, and so the approach is, you know, I'm looking here, they're not missing the fastball, but yet they're having the ability on his off-speed pitch, deGrom, to stay middle of the field. We're seeing a lot of good approaches with trying to stay middle of the field on off-speed pitches. They know that deGrom is going to throw fastballs. We saw what Teixeira's done with 2 fastballs in, as well as Ellsbury. Right now, this is a really nice scout report that was executed game plan-wise of staying middle of the field off speed and looking fastball in and turning.
Here's Stephen Drew with the bases loaded. And 1 out. Mets at double play depth. Well, you wondered what was going to give tonight. The Yankee offense coming into this game, 5.31 runs per game. That's 2nd in Major League Baseball to Toronto. Toronto a smidge under 6 runs per game. Now, Met pitching allowed 2.94 runs per game, 2nd in Major League Baseball to the Cardinals, who allowed 2.29. But the Yankee offense has 1 out so far against the Met pitching. And we're in the 3rd, looking for more. fly ball. Left center, tagging is McCann. Lagares makes the catch. McCann will head toward home. He'll score on the sac fly, and the Yankees lead 6-0. Now here's Didi Gregorius, who struck out in the second inning. 6-0 Yankees, first and second, 2 outs. Chop foul. Beltran off second, Headley off first. 0-2 count on Gregorius, the 9th batter to come to the plate.
Gregorius is fighting, gets behind. Talked to Jeff Pentland, the hitting coach for the Yankees, and just saying to try to get, he's trying to get Didi Gregorius. There's Jeff Pentland with Joe Girardi, trying to get him more balanced and a bit of a transfer his weight toward the pitcher to get some momentum, some kind of upright, get some momentum toward the pitcher in good direction. And that's the basis of hitting and pitching. Pitching, you're going to try to offset the timing of a hitter. If you got a pitcher that has the ability to locate a fastball and off speed, hitters will be out front. Jeff Pentland, longtime, well-respected hitting coach, has been trying to get Didi more balanced, a better direction to the pitcher.
Fly ball right field. Granderson is there. That'll do it. Well, the Yankee home run ball, well, it's been in exile for about 2 years, but the Bronx Bombers are back. Mark Teixeira hits one deep. Ellsbury then goes yard, and Teixeira again into the second deck. Yankees 6, Mets nothing.
Try living off the straight and narrow.
It's time. 2 legends. 1 destiny. All roads end here. Mayweather-Pacquiao. Mayweather-Pacquiao, Saturday, May 2nd, live on DirecTV pay-per-view.
The best part about Paramus Hyundai?
4 is always less.
Our next big sale is here. It's Route 4's next great event, and it's going on right now. Drive off with savings so good, they're great. Like the all-new 2015 Hyundai Elantra for only $84 a month, or the 2015 Hyundai Sonata, now only $94 a month.
4 is always less.
All with no money down and guaranteed credit.
Hyundai sell for less. Route 4 Paramus.
This car insurance company says you can name your own price. Let's see how it works. I would like your car insurance for $1.
Me too, but our program doesn't work that way.
I don't understand. Don't your ads say that I can name my own price?
Yeah, but your price would be about $200 a month.
So I'm not really naming my price. I'm naming your price.
Tomato, tomato.
Rates should be based on your driving skills, not your negotiating skills. Cure Auto Insurance. Drive well.
Interleague play has always been very kind to the Yankees. Tonight's Cold Hard Facts are brought to you by Clean, Crisp Coors Light. Yankees have the best interleague winning percentage since it all started in 1997. And there's a strike to Juan Lagares. So Michael Pineda has a 6-0 lead. Angels are next, then the Red Sox, White Sox, and the A's, all American League teams. And this is from our good buddy Jeff Quagliata back at the studio. Yankees with 24 home runs in 17 games. They didn't hit their 24th home run until their 28th game last year, which was on May 2nd. Grounded softly at the middle. Gregorius to the glove side. Fields fires. Got him.
Nice play by Didi Gregorius. Little slow roller. Lagares hustling down the line. Watch here. Off the plate. Pineda throws a good pitch. Just throws the bat at it. Hits off the mound slightly in favor of Didi to be able to get that ball. Quick transfer. Nice play by Teixeira. Watch the ball kick up. There's a little hesitation there. Gregorius has got a strong arm. Little scoop from Teixeira. Nice play.
Here's Lucas Duda. Yankees shift for Duda with 3 infielders on the right side. That's with 1 hit. An excuse me double by Kirk Neuenhuis down the third base line with 2 outs in the third. Lincoln scoreboard 6-8-0 for the Yankees, 0-1-0 for the Mets, and Pineda is in a rhythm right now. He's getting the ball, wants to throw it, throwing strikes.
29 strikes, 5 balls, Michael, on the 34 pitches. That was Duda. That first pitch to Duda is the second batter he's got behind 1-0. You know, and you see the aggressiveness, and this is smart. I mentioned at the open with Pineda using his changeup. 3 pitches. You have an aggressive approach by the Mets. A little bit different than when Dave Hudgens was the hitting coach the last few years with the Mets. Kevin Long, the new hitting coach for the Mets, got these guys swinging. But when you have a guy like Pineda who is comfortable in that rhythm, there's Kevin Long, longtime Yankee hitting coach. He's got the arsenal, Pineda does, to throw 3 pitches. So it's not just predictable here, fastball, get ahead. He's throwing a lot of first pitch sliders. That's
strike 3.
That's a great pitch there. The reason why Pineda, when he's on, is as tough as anybody in baseball to hit. Watch to see the grip out of his hand. This is a backdoor. It's intended for exactly what Duda did. This is a give-up pitch.
He thinks it's outside.
Yeah, watch this. A great view. It's going to look actually off the plate, and that ball went boom. You know, something about that break, and it's a give-up pitch. Perfect pitch.
Here's Michael Kadire. And a strike.
Very impressive so far here in the 4th inning. 38 pitches, 32 strikes.
Well, you could see some of the brilliance last year with Pineda when he was on the mound, but it was hard keeping him on the mound. He had the suspension, then the back injury. So he started the season, pitched well, finished the season, pitched very well, but they need him in the middle as well. So far, he looks great. 2-0 record, comes in with a 5.0 ERA. And he pitches better than that. The 1-2. Kadire fouls it away.
Well, there's a reason why when he came on the scene in 2011 with the Mariners, made an all-star team. He was 5th in Rookie of the Year. Got hurt. Worked his way back. He is a frontline pitcher.
Just got a piece to stay alive. Kind of a buzz in the crowd the way this game is unfolded. 3 home runs by the Yankees, a 6-0 lead against a team that has won 11 in a row. Kadire with a high pop-up right side. Drew calls off Teixeira, makes the play, And a 1-2-3 inning for Michael Pineda and the Yankees. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth on a Friday in the Bronx. 6-0 Yanks.
We'll save money with these remanufactured toners.
And make our documents streaky and blotchy. Original HP cartridges make our work look great. And I've saved by ordering the dual pack.
It doesn't matter if it's the real thing.
Would your girlfriend accept a fake engagement ring?
Oh, it's...
Remanufactured. It saved me a ton of money.
You're kidding me.
We clearly
should order the real thing from WB Mason, an HP preferred partner.
Who but WB Mason?
You ready to move?
Stop dreaming. It's time for the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event. Get a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus. Hurry in during the final days of the Volkswagen Stop Dreaming, Start Driving event, and you can lease a 2015 Jetta S for just $139 a month, including a $1,000 Volkswagen credit bonus. Don't wait. Offers end April 30th.
Oh, Chris, did you remember to pay the dog sitter?
Oh, I knew I forgot something. I'll just do it now.
Well, we're boarding.
No, I'll use City Mobile. It takes 2 seconds. Better safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, who knows if we'll even get service on the islands.
What? No service? Seriously?
You guys might actually have to talk.
To each other?
We do it all the time.
I like it. Should we?
No.
Bank from almost anywhere with the City mobile app. To learn more, visit citi.com/easierbanking.
Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com says the Kia Optima looks even better than some sedans costing twice as much. And for $149 a month or 0% APR financing, looks aren't the only thing the Optima LX has on the competition. It's also backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Plus, it was named a Consumer's Digest Best Buy. There's nothing average about the Optima LX, including the offer of just $149 a month or 0% APR financing. Hurry to your nearest tri-state Kia dealer today.
Well, for all the latest sports news and highlights, including analysis of today's NBA and NHL playoff action, don't miss Fox Sports Live tonight at 11. You can watch it on Fox Sports 1 or stay tuned for the simulcast of Fox Sports Live immediately following Yankees coverage right here on Yes. All right, we go to the bottom of the fourth inning at a chilly Yankee Stadium. Yankees sent 9 batters to the plate in the third, scoring 4 runs, and it started with a home run off the bat of Ellsbury. He leads off. Lincoln scoreboard 6-0 Yankees. And he pops up the first pitch. Campbell in foul territory makes the play. So 1 pitch, 1 out. So DeGrom with 68 pitches, and he's allowed 3 home runs. Gardner singled and scored in the first, then singled in the third and tried to stretch it to a double, gunned down by Curtis Granderson in right center field. A strike. Skied the other way. Neuenhuis giving chase on the run, makes the play on the backhand for the second out.
Well, DeGrom still pounding the zone. Neuenhuis runs down that ball. Gardner going the other way, just right at close enough for Neuenhuis to run it down.
Here's A-Rod, fly ball to center, and then he walked and scored in the third. Well, there was probably no more buzzworthy Subway Series than the first one in '97. When the teams were good the same year, there was always a good feel about it, but recent years maybe a little bit of a tick down. Not this season, as Alex Hits one to center field. Lagares runs it down. Yankees retired in order 1, 2, 3. We're going to the 5th.
There are other luxury cars starting around $29,900. But when put to the challenge, not one of them made this kind of, what's the word? Impact.
The Audi A3, the only car in its class to receive both a 5-star overall safety rating and IIHS Top Safety Pick. Experience the spring of Audi sales event today and get exceptional values on the Audi you've always wanted.
When the moment's spontaneous, why pause to take a pill? Or stop to find a bathroom? Cialis for daily use is approved to treat both erectile dysfunction and the urinary symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently, day or night. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and the free 30-tablet trial.
Hi, everyone. Bob Lorenz with your Audi update. We've got some news concerning injured slugger Josh Hamilton, whose future is up in the air following a drug relapse over the winter. According to reports, there is talk of a possible trade that could send Hamilton from the Angels to the Rangers, with whom he started for 5 years earlier in his career. Sounds like there's still a few details to be worked out. Could be finalized in the next couple days, guys.
Well, there you go. That's interesting. He was in a comfort zone in Texas, Al, and then took the 5-year, $125 million from the Angels, and it just hasn't worked out.
Yeah, no, it has not. And we kind of figured, you watching baseball, or how that was going to play out. It just didn't seem like Anaheim was going to be where he was going to end up playing his next Major League game. I hope he gets his life in order and back on track and be the great player that we've seen when he's been healthy and productive.
Big LOT scoreboard, 6-0 Yankees as we go to the 5th. Al, that's the most important thing.
Right.
Forget about the baseball.
No doubt.
He has to have a life. Yep. He has to be able to live life without the structure of a baseball team around him, too.
Right.
So best wishes to him wherever he ends up, whichever team. The 0-1. 1-1. Now, this Met team obviously has been very impressive out of the gate. 13-3, best record in baseball, 11 wins in a row. And just talking to people today, Al, they say the way the team carries itself has changed because of Michael Kadire. That he's changed the whole feeling in that clubhouse. Oh, nice play by Teixeira. And he flips to Pineda covering. Took an extra base hit away from Murphy. That's ticketed for the right field corner, Al.
Yes, it is. Nice play. Murphy getting the slider down and in, keeps it fair. Teixeira on the line is able to get to it. And again, Pineda busting over. That ball's right down the line. Look at that. Knocks it down. Absolutely saves a double. And Pineda busting over. Watch here. He's quick off the bat. Kind of protecting the line. Slight pull for Daniel Murphy. Scouting report. And Pineda getting there. Nice play.
Here's Eric Campbell. Anyway, to finish up the point with Kadire, toward the end of spring training, Al, the Mets train in Port St. Lucie. There's not a lot of games that are close by, so you have to take long road trips to play games. And what Kadire got the team to do, even if they had a longer bus trip, he had the pitchers that weren't even pitching and the players that weren't playing all go on the road trip so they could bond together. And it's a much closer team than it had been in a long time. And that's one of the reasons they got him, a veteran presence. Obviously, he can hit. That helps. 1-1.
Well, I know in the world of sabermetrics, you know, it's the statisticians aren't really able to quantify what you just described. And I'm such a believer, Michael, in team chemistry and the story that you just told. Michael Kadire, I asked him that before batting practice, and he kind of looked at me and said, "Yeah, there's talented baseball players on this team."
High fly ball, deep left, going back. Gardner still back, on the track. He can't make the play. Backing up is Ellsbury, gets the ball in quickly, and it's a double for Campbell. Looked like the wind took that out.
Boy, that kept carrying, and I'll tell you right off the batter, at least from the live naked eye, I thought he had that. We'll see in the replay here, he tracked it. Pitch middle of the plate, Campbell drives it. Ball just keeps carrying there in left center field. Here we go, Gardner. Nope, just over his glove. He went a long way for that. Would have been a great play. Good effort. Right up against the wall.
Now here's Flores. Campbell leads off second with 1 out. 6-0 Yankees. And a strike.
You know, finish that point, Michael. Michael Kadire, veteran player, professional, plays the game right, etc. You got Granderson on the roster, and this team is still David Wright's team. You know, Kadire grew up same area with David Wright. He's glad to be back on the East Coast. I do believe it. I think there's something to be said for being able to have a different feel, or how you pull for your teammate beyond when you're in uniform in the dugout, clubhouse, or on the field. Stuff away from the field. It allows the cohesiveness and togetherness, and you root differently for your teammates. I don't know. Is it 5 wins? Is it 3 wins a year? Is it 10 wins a year?
Sometimes you miss the playoffs by 1. That's a base hit to right field. Campbell rounds third. Coming up is Beltran. They're going to hold the runner at third. So a single for Flores, first and third for the Mets with 1 out.
Wilmer Flores just poking this fastball up and away. See Flores, short, quick stroke. He doesn't have much of a finish follow through, just driving it through the second base hole there. You see Tim Tuffle, third base coach, holding him up, especially down 6-0. Watch the ball up in the zone, not trying to do a whole lot, just poking that ball out to right field.
Well, first threat of substance against Pineda. First and third, 1 out. They had a runner at second, 2 outs in the third. And here's Kevin Plawecki, highly regarded catching prospect. Rushed to the majors, though, because of the injury to Travis d'Arnaud. Nice pitch from strike.
Top prospect with the Mets, and you mentioned the d'Arnaud broken finger, and here he is, Kevin Plawecki. There's Travis d'Arnaud.
d'Arnaud was off to a good start defensively and at the plate. The 0-1 could not hold up. 0-2.
Tough pitch, pitcher's pitch, corner, 2 sliders in a row. And they just thinking early on, if he get double play ball, watch out of his hand, the slider down the way, perfect pitch. Got a 2-strike count here. He's looking strikeout, thinking strikeout.
Yankees a double play depth. One and 2.
Well, let's see if that was just a show-me fastball up and away to go back to that slider that Plawecki just waved over. Here it is, slider down the way.
Just got a piece. Right off the end of the bat.
There's a slider, similar pitch as he did the second pitch. You know, when hitters get to see it more often, obviously there's not a history here with Plawecki and Pineda, they get a little more comfortable.
Now, because he's thrown him those sliders, would you bust him in with a fastball now? Might be leaning over.
I'll tell you what, Michael, I have another pitch here. I'm going to go a little bit farther. I'm going to assume, based on what I just saw, and now that was a better look, but the location wasn't the same. I'm going to see if he can hit the slider off the plate.
Swing and a miss.
Changeup. That is filthy. Got a young kid. He gets two sliders. Show me fastball up and away. There's the changeup grip. This is a great pitch. Why is it so unusual? You don't see right-handed pitchers throwing right-handed batters a changeup. McCann came out. You saw the little conference prior to that pitch. McCann maybe gave him, say, hey, look, the changeup here, down and in. It's the pitch. Have conviction. Throw it.
First and third now, 2 outs, top of the 5th, 6-0 Yankees. Here's the number 9 batter, the left fielder, Kurt Neuenhuis. There's a strike.
Neuenhuis in his first at bat, and swing past Headley down the third base line for the double.
Look at that, Al.
Phenomenal.
50-10.
Phenomenal. Off the chart, really.
Three home runs by the Yankees, 6-0 lead. Top of the 5th, Mets threatening. Chop to first. Teixeira is there. And Pineda works out of a jam. Pineda's stuff on this Friday night is absolutely filthy.
Tomorrow, Game 3 is back here on Yes as the Nets battle the Hawks at Barclays Center. Game 3 coverage starts tomorrow at 2:30. Watch the Nets on Yes.
Become a Yankees Universe MVP member today. MVP members enjoy exclusive benefits highlighted by 4 field-level tickets to a select 2015 regular season home game. Members also receive a Yankees Universe long-sleeve dry-fit shirt.
And a limited edition Brett Gardner bobblehead.
A portion of all proceeds are donated to Memorial Sloan Kettering, benefiting pediatric cancer research.
So join Yankees Universe today by visiting Yankees.com or by calling 800-GO-YANKS.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
and a Supercross Racing Championship.
They were also the first to come up with this, the Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class. Get great deals on Civics right now.
The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
You know how fast you're going? It's a Dodge Challenger. It's a gross misuse of power.
You got passed by a Passat, even with that available 485 horsepower Hemi V8.
Is that chamber music?
Yeah. Ah, get out of the car.
Some things you just don't do in a Dodge. Now during award season. Well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on Charger SXT or Challenger SXT for $239 a month with $29.99 due at signing.
We're just getting word into the WCBS newsroom.
Train derailed on the Hudson Line.
When you want the latest news.
Authorities have been on the scene.
From communities across the tri-state.
In Greenwich and Oyster Bay from White Plains.
When you need traffic and weather together on the 8th.
Delays are out of sight.
And business news from the Wall Street Journal.
Improvement in the economy.
New York's News Radio, WCBS 880.
All right, Mark Teixeira is going to lead off the bottom of the 5th, which leads us to the Honda League leaders. And Mark is creeping up on Nelson Cruz, who leads the major leagues with 8 home runs in the early going. And Mark's at 7 with his 2 tonight. Adrian Gonzalez and Joey Votto each with 6. 1-0. Bigelow T scoreboard, 6-0 Yanks.
What percentage is that? He's got 12 hits, 7 home runs.
It's over 50%.
Over 50%. He is absolutely making it count.
Last Yankee to hit 3 home runs in a game is standing out in right field, Curtis Granderson. Driven the other way. Neuenhuis. 1 down. DeGrom won the Rookie of the Year last year. The 5th Met to win that award. The others, Tom Seaver in 67, John Matlack in 72, Strawberry in 83, and Dwight Gooden in 84.
Pretty good company.
Not bad. Here's Brian McCann, 2 for 2. Joe Girardi's very good at resting players. But he had a talk with McCann, and McCann played day game after night game in Detroit, and playing tonight. And McCann said, "I'm feeling good," so he's going to run him until he says, "I need a day," and that could be tomorrow with CeCe on the mound. Always has the communication open. He's very, very attuned to resting players because he knows how long the season it is. As McCann goes down on strikes.
Yeah, I think that's really a plus for Joe Girardi. And you know, all managers across Major League Baseball, to when do you give your guys rests? And it seems like, you know, the days have gone by. I mean, forget about the Cal Ripken streaks and guys playing every game, but it really is a part of the balance of trying to maintain a roster of 25 players to where guys are feeling fresh and at their best.
High fly ball, shallow left center. Lagares is there, and he makes the play. And for the 2nd time tonight, DeGrom retires the Yankees in order, and we'll go to the 6th.
You could win an out-of-the-blue party with rock stars, like Fallout Boy. Follow us on Twitter and hashtag #OutOfTheBlue with a picture of Pepsi.
Have you seen one of our stars lately? They're showing up all over the tri-state and represent the red carpet treatment that thousands of our celebrity customers have experienced firsthand.
Now during the It's Your Turn certified pre-owned sales event, enjoy 2 years prepaid maintenance, as well as lease prices as low as $239 a month on good as new Lexus IS models.
Experience your own star status at Lexus of Route 10 in Morris County, a proud member of the Celebrity Motor Car Company.
I love the atmosphere. Amazing. Oh my God, I love it.
They have everything here. Anything you're looking for, they have it here.
I have 3,000 cars to choose from. I mean, I think that's impressive.
Here they show me they're more interested in letting you drive a car than for you to give them money.
Thank you, Major World.
Thank you, Major World.
Why, hello. The all-new Maserati of Morris County is now open during construction. New facility coming soon. Right next to Lexus of Route 10. Upgrade to a new level of luxury and lease the all-new Maserati Ghibli starting at just $774 a month. Change your image and walk the red carpet at the all-new Maserati of Morris County.
Michael Pineda has been very impressive, but what I've been most impressed is his slider. There's a slider grip. 5 of his 6 strikeouts have been on that pitch right there. Slider away, inside, backdoor sliders. I'll tell you what, very impressive. He's had 1 other strikeout, a changeup. This has been the pitch. 61 pitches, 51 strikes. Slider's been a good one tonight.
Curtis Granderson leads off against Pineda. He's allowed 3 hits in 5 innings. He leads 6-0. 1-0.
That's unusual right there. 1-0, Michael. How many times did you say that tonight?
I think this is only the fourth time.
Yes.
2-0. Top of the Mets order against the Yankee right-hander. There's a strike. First game of a 3-game Subway Series. As Granderson hits one the other way, but it slices into the seats. In early Subway Series, some people don't like that. Why have a game that has this much attraction played so early in the season and going up against the hockey playoffs and the NBA playoffs? But the fact that both teams enter in first place, I think it gives it a quality, maybe a little sexiness that it might not have had. Very buzzworthy.
I felt it today. I don't know how you felt doing the show, or
I think people were into it.
Yeah, no doubt. Got a chance to get into Manhattan and take the train up, and people were psyched about it. 2 first-place teams.
You took the train here.
I did.
With John Ryan Murphy. Huh?
I did.
How was that?
It was good. John Ryan Murphy, nice kid, 23 years old.
I'll tell you what, that's a great way to get to the ballpark. I've taken the train. It's really neat.
You'd rather do that than drive.
Yeah. Save money on parking. The 2-2. Thanks to our friends at Yankees On Demand. There's Al. First coffee, yeah.
Let me tell you, everybody was happy to get those hats. John Ryan Murphy, they were handing them out.
Is that the first time you're ever on the New York City subway?
Come on.
Chopped over the head of Pineda. Drew fires to first, not in time. Infield single for Granderson. A slow developing play, and Granderson has too much speed.
Yeah, just off the end of the bat, you see where that Stephen Drew is playing. Gregorius playing a little bit of right side of second base, just over the reach of Pineda. As you said, Michael, Granderson just too much speed there. It's not how hard you hit it sometimes. Made a good play. Just beat it out.
Here's Juan Lagares, who is 0 for 2 against Pineda. 4th hit for the Mets, the infield single by Granderson. And a strike. And you can see home plate umpire Doug Eddings saying, I don't want to hear it anymore from the Met bench.
Somebody got tossed.
No one's moving. Looks like John Neese.
Boy, you don't see that. Pitchers barking from the dugout.
And he's scheduled to pitch Sunday. And that one gets through and allows Granderson to go to second.
Well, the up and down is there you see the changeup grip just down in the zone. McCann pulling his glove up a little too soon through the wickets. Didn't stay down.
High fly ball, right center. Beltran makes the catch, tagging is Granderson, and Beltran flips it in. So 1 away, runner on third base. Follow the New York Yankees all season in 2015 with MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball. At Bat is up to the moment and at any moment with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com At Bat for your smartphone or tablet today. The Yankees will play the infield back. They'll take the out. They'll give up the run. Lucas Duda at the plate. 0 for 2 so far tonight. Fly ball to right and a strikeout looking. missed inside with a 91-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, you see that ball there cut. Mariano Rivera made a career of a great cutter. His fastball, Mike, doesn't have that flight through the zone. Sean Gilmart warming up for the Mets. So it's a 91-mile-an-hour fastball from Pineda, but it has late movement and that little bit of cut at the end. Saw Lagares, who's a good fastball hitter, fly out to right field in the previous at bat. It's hard to center Michael Pineda when he's on.
Fly ball left field, tagging is Granderson. Gardner makes the play. Here's the throw. Up the line, sac fly for Duda. The Mets are on the board at 6-1 Yankees.
Gardner's got as strong an arm of anybody in the big leagues as a left fielder. He's strong arm, gets in position. I like that right there, getting the momentum. Has a little bit of a transfer issue, but Granderson too fast, outruns it. Pass ball costed a run here. Strong throw up the line.
High fly ball off the bat of Kadire. Deep right, backing up is Beltran. He makes the play for the final out of the inning. But the Mets get on the board. 1 run, 1 hit, and nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 6-1 Yanks.
Heineken Light, the best light beer you've ever tasted, or I'll give you your money back. Not me. I won't. Someone will give you your money. Someone at Heineken, I'm guessing. Is it?
It seemed very similar to when a flashbulb goes off in your eyes and you're just stunned. I could be the luckiest person in the world. The first ambulance that came was New York Presbyterian. Everybody at the hospital, Dr. Stieg, his staff, the cute residents, and life is good. And they made it even longer and better for me.
I'm feeling so well. Now through April 30th, get any footlong for just $6 or less. That's right. Choose from any and all footlong favorites, like the sweet onion chicken teriyaki featuring all white meat grilled chicken strips. Hurry in today.
New York. Get ahead of the curve with T-Mobile and get your hands on the new Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge, all for just $0 down. Now nothing is holding you back. Get it today at T-Mobile.
Heineken Light, the best light beer you've ever tasted, or I'll give you your money back. Not me. I won't. Someone will give you your money. Someone at Heineken, I'm guessing. Is it?
New York, now there are 2 channels where you can watch our show, Fox Sports Live.
Yeah, flip over to Fox Sports 1, or you stay right here for a simulcast nightly on Yes Network.
Or get 2 televisions to watch both televisions.
Fox Sports Live nightly on Fox Sports 1, and yes!
Yes.
That's a good look at CC Sabathia and Matt Harvey, tomorrow's starting pitchers, that are brought to you by Verizon Fios, the fastest, most reliable internet. Now, CC Sabathia spoke to the media earlier today, and he was asked about facing Matt Harvey and whether or not he was excited. And CC simply looked up and smiled at the media contingent and said, anyone that knows me knows that I don't get very excited about the pitcher on the other side. It's all about the lineup. I faced this Mets lineup, or at least part of it, during spring training, and they definitely have some hitters that can do some damage. He mentioned Lucas Duda and how he's had some trouble with him over the past. And Michael, you saw CC Sabathia in Detroit, probably the best that we've seen him pitch all of this season and last season. And he said the one thing that he really took away from that was how well his changeup worked. A pitch he said he needs to have success this year, and a lot of the reason he had a lot of success in 2009.
Should be a great game right here in the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-1 Mets as Sean Gilmartin comes in relief of DeGrom, and he gets Headley to ground out to first for the first out. So Terry Collins makes the call to the bullpen, brought to you by Verizon Fios. And DeGrom lasted 5 innings. And allowed 8 hits, and 3 of those hits left the yard. And there's a strike to Stephen Drew. Oh, 2.
Sean Gilmartin was a Rule 5 who's picked up by the Minnesota Twins. Mets kept him as their big league second left-hander, along with Alex Torres.
Mets really working their bullpen situation out. Jerry Blevins was pitching very, very well, and then got injured. Probably going to be out close to 2 months.
Yeah, teams now, I mean, with the amount of matchups that go on and the scouting report as extensive as it is, gotta have 2 go-to left-handers, not a show left-hander. My old manager Jim Leland, he was such a demanded to have 2 guys and use them. Often you'll see 2 lefties in the bullpen for a team, and they really just primarily use 1.
High pop-up. Duda gives it a look. Out of reach.
But his lineup, he miscalculated that. You see where that ball ended up? It was in the camera well, and Duda was in front of the Yankee dugout. That wind swirling. It's blowing out to right. Watch where Duda is. Looks down, sees, and then watch behind here. It ends up over here somewhere.
Yep. He might have been able to get that if he had lined it up right. Strike 3. Drew down looking.
Wow, just floated a changeup but stayed on the inside corner. Doug Eddings, the home plate umpire, ringing him up. Tough pitch. It's not a hitter looking for that. You see just a freeze pitch. Got a little dip at the end. See if it's high enough. Yep, crosses the knee.
Here's Gregorius. And an easy inning for Sean Gilmartin. He pops that one up. Murphy makes the play, and the Yankees go down in order. In fact, 11 Yankees retired in a row, but they still lead 6-1 as we go to the 7th.
New York Yankees, this is Brett Gardner. How can I direct your call? Gumbo today.
Gardy, what are you doing?
Just getting a soda, Adam.
New York Yankees, Adam Warren. How may I direct your call? Hello?
Did you know that DirecTV rated higher than cable in customer satisfaction for the 14th year in a row? But don't just take my word for it. Take it straight from my horse's mouth.
Yes, she's right. Anyway, back to my story. So there I was in Tijuana, and this guy comes up to me and says, "How would you like to be in showbiz?" And that's how I met Dickie Wittenberger. A horrible agent, but a beautiful man.
Get rid of cable and upgrade to DirecTV. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Who cares what it holds if it can't hold your gaze? Who cares how capable it is if it's incapable of creating a reaction? Once you go beyond utility, there's no going back. Introducing the first ever Lexus NX. Lease the 2015 NX 200 Turbo for $369 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
This award season, the red carpet has shades of green. The spotlight shines all day. And the best four-wheeler of the year lets you go where others can't. So you end up with the best seats in the house. The 2015 Jeep Award Season event. Well-qualified current lessees of competitive vehicles get a low-mileage lease on one of these 3 Jeep vehicles for under $200 a month.
Those were the thrills of the Yankees presented by Pepsi. Upload your Yankees pride using hashtag #YankeesThrill for your chance to win an exclusive Yankee experience. Go to Yankees.com/YankeesThrill for more information. 6-1 Yankees lead as we start the 7th inning. First pitch strike to Daniel Murphy against Michael Pineda. The 2015 Subway Series, first one where both teams come into the series in first place. Hal, you've won both uniforms and you pitched in the Subway Series, and it always seemed for the longest time the Yankees had the most pressure on them because they were expected to win. Yeah. But I'm not sure any team or either of these teams is expected to win this time or expected to lose, which I think brings a different dynamic to it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think I wouldn't say the pendulum has swung, but certainly the way the Mets have played early going here in April, there's a different vibe. And I think the fact that the relevancy of the Mets and the Yankees have always been the dominant team that everybody's wanted to try to take out. But I can tell you, Michael, when I was with the Mets for the 7 years, I thoroughly enjoyed playing these Subway Series.
Murphy down on strikes.
Good changeup right there from Pineda.
Well, since it started in '97, the Yankees won 56, the Mets 42. Runs are about even. Mets haven't hit as much as the Yankees. Yankees have had more home runs and pitched better. And of course, the biggest Subway Series, the Yankees defeated the Mets in the 2000 World Series Subway Series 4-1.
Watch the change up here. This is the circle change. He gets good pronation, meaning his hand goes out, just dives down and away. Tough pitch for Daniel Murphy.
Eric Campbell swings and misses. He's 1 for 2. Doubled over the head of Brett Gardner in the 5th inning. Campbell has taken over at third base for the injured David Wright.
You know, during that time when I was with the Mets, yes, we became relevant in '99. We got to the NLCS, and then of course 2000, the real Subway Series. It was fun, but it was not only Yankee Town. It was the time in which the Yankees were dominating baseball, which made it that much more fun for us. And I know, you know, back then it seemed like Joe Torre would say, you know, it was a kind of nothing to gain, everything to lose kind of series because they were winning championships.
Well, we had Bernie Williams up earlier. He threw out the first pitch today, and he said when he played for the Yankees and George Steinbrenner running the team, he said there were 3 teams that it was frowned upon to lose to: Tampa Bay Rays, Boston Red Sox, and the New York Mets. And George Steinbrenner wasn't kidding. He did not want you to lose to them. So it put more pressure on the Yankees during the Subway Series. And all the Yankees that I've come to know from the 2000 series said that was a joyless World Series for them. That when they won, it was relief rather than, you know, elation, because they couldn't even imagine how bad it would have been if they had lost that series.
Well, I can tell you, Michael, when I first got called up to the big leagues as a New York Yankee in 1987, September, that I was here 88, the blisters and all that. In 89, I got traded for Jesse Barfield. We played a game at Shea Stadium, the end of spring training. It was John Candelaria and I. We split the game, and we threw a shutout in 1989. Mr. Steinbrenner, I'll never forget, he came in and was so happy. It was a spring training game, but to accentuate your point. And I remember he came over and he couldn't have been nicer. I remember when he left, I looked at Candy. I was like, wow, this really does matter, you know, with the spring training.
Now, I don't know if that one that you pitched in was considered the Mayor's Trophy game, but they used to play a game in the middle of the season, which was simply an exhibition game for something called the Mayor's Trophy. And I know that was a big deal at the time as well. So 2 down here in the 7th. Here is Flores. Slow roller. Didi charges, gets a nice hop. And a 1-2-3 inning for Pineda, who is really dealing, retiring the Mets in order. At the end of 6.5 innings of play, it's time for the 7th inning stretch here at Yankee Stadium. But we're going to stay where we are and honor America here in the Bronx.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and remove your caps? And please direct your attention to the area behind home plate as the New York Yankees welcome an honored military guest. United States Navy E-7, Cheryl Robinson from the Bronx, who served in Groton, Connecticut. The Yankees say thank you for your sacrifice and service to our nation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please join in Kate Smith's rendition of God Bless America.
These streets can be pretty crazy. Your solution? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer with the help of a blind spot information system.
Now get an Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for $229 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Looks like a whole new lawn. What'd you do?
Well, thanks. Went to Lowe's. They gave me a few tips, pointed me toward the right fertilizer, and voila.
Made a huge difference.
And it made me feel like I can do anything. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna finally learn how to fold a fitted sheet.
There are no corners! This is impossible!
The Fantasy Sports Hall of Fame presents former accountant Derek Bradley. DraftKings One Day Fantasy Baseball took him from a guy with holes in his underpants to a guy with bikini models in them.
How do they do it?
DraftKings.com. They have one-day games, so you're not locked in. It's like a new season every time you play. And best of all, you could win a shipload of money.
Play with DraftKings, the official daily fantasy partner of MLB. Play with promo code HIT and get free entry in our daily contest. Get to DraftKings.com.
These streets can be pretty crazy. Your solution? A new Ford Fusion, Escape, or Explorer with all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive.
Now get an Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months, or lease one for $229 a month, only at your local Ford dealer.
Hi, everyone. Bob, Jackie, David with your Tri-State Ford update. David, what do you like about Pineda so far?
Well, just a strike-throwing machine. Aggressive. The slider's much better, too. We've been looking for that sharp slider. We've seen it tonight.
And while Pineda has taken care of the pitching, the Yankees have to love the swings from Mark Teixeira. 2 homers in his first 2 at-bats against DeGrom. We said in the pregame, this guy doesn't give up home runs. He doesn't. He had given up 3 in his last 128 and 2/3 innings.
Good offense, good pitching, good defense. It's all so simple, right, guys, in winning a ball game.
Well, when you get those, it is simple. I just wanted to ask David something. David, we've always said that Pineda, and we heard it in spring training. We talked to people together that this guy could be one of the best pitchers in baseball if he's healthy. He's certainly pitching like it tonight, and he's healthy, and he's added that changeup.
Well, he really has. The thing I like about it, Michael and Al, if you notice, Pineda's just following McCann's lead. No shake-offs. McCann's the one who's getting him to use that changeup, and more it's getting better and better as it goes. The dive on it, Al, the movement on that changeup, very impressive.
We'll talk more with Dave and Jack and Bob and Meredith during the postgame show as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and Jacoby Ellsbury leads off and takes a pitch outside from Gil Martin. Ellsbury's 1 for 3 with a home run.
You know what David was saying with Brian McCann, with Kevin Plawecki up. You remember in the 5th inning where he went out to talk to Pineda. convince him about the changeup, strikes him out on the changeup after a couple sliders. The importance of having that good relationship where you trust your catcher. There is a good communication where there's not a whole lot of shaking off and stepping out, and the plan was executed. Of course, the pitcher still has to make the pitches to execute the game plan.
1-2. Check swing, slow roller up the third baseline. That's a base hit. Well, he hit a laser into the seats in right for a home run. And an excuse me base hit there to lead off the 7th.
Wow. Just check swing. See it rolling. It stays fair. Gil Martin hoping that that ball rolls foul once it gets on the grass. We saw earlier Neuenhuis off the end of the bat hits a double down the left field line. Perfectly placed.
There's Brett Gardner. Gardner's 2 for 3, and you might see, Al, over his upper lip a little mustache coming in, and a couple of the Yankees are trying to do that. I don't know, rally stashes or whatever. And Brett said he's the leader of the pack. He said, hey, it's a legal thing. We can do it. You just can't grow beards, but we can have mustaches.
Right, Don Mattingly had it.
And push the envelope as it drooped a little lower.
Yeah, it's got to stay at the level.
Headley's got it. I think that Ellsbury has it working as well. Al, I really believe that the cold weather is kind of stuffed up your nose. You can hear it. Wow. You all right?
You can hear it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So I apologize. And I didn't bring a jacket, a big coat. I don't know. I'm thinking end of April. It's supposed to be 30. Is it 30? 40? What is it?
It's cold.
Yeah.
Check swing, said Adam Hamari.
I'm bringing a big coat tomorrow no matter what.
It's supposed to be nicer tomorrow.
Oh. What a dummy.
The 2-1.
It was snowing a little bit in Detroit, wasn't it?
3 straight days.
3 straight days.
Yeah.
How about that?
It was unbelievable how cold it was there. And it was coldest during the afternoon game. I think the first pitch temperature was 34 degrees. Gil Martin. Over to Duda. Here's some of the snow you missed in Detroit. More or less flurries. Runner was going, and the ground ball is off the glove of Murphy, and everybody is safe. I believe in his haste to pick up the ground ball and start a double play, he just didn't look the ball into his glove.
You said it, Michael. That's a tough play on the run. Daniel Murphy, not the best second baseman, gets it done. Struggles here. You see the speed of Ellsbury. He was trying to scoop it all in one motion, catch the ball and tag Ellsbury. I think he should have got set under control and get the sure out at first. Not a good play.
Well, Terry Collins comes to the mound, takes the ball from Gil Martin, who actually pitched very well against the lefties that he faced. So Collins goes to the bullpen to try to hold it at 6-1.
Yellow. This little beauty here is top of the line. So you just pull like this to go left, and like so to go right.
Where are the brakes?
I just grab a hold of both and pull straight back. And the whoa is optional.
You wouldn't buy a motorcycle without handlebars.
No, thanks.
And you shouldn't ride a motorcycle without Geico Insurance. Roadside assistance, 24-hour service, great rates. Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
You want choice.
I got it. Dalton dresser, mirror, chest, nightstand, and your choice of king, queen, full, or 2 twin-size beds, only $9.99.
Need a solution when space is tight?
I got it. Dresser, mirror, and your choice of king, queen, full, or 2 twin-size storage beds, still only $9.99.
That's some extreme choice.
Just $9.99 any way you like it every day of the year. Untouchable and only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
I am your weekend getaway. Your cargo space. Your navigator on an 8-inch touchscreen display. I am your information. Your entertainment. Your safety net. And your security blanket. I am your Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. And right now, I'm all yours for an exceptional $219 a month. only at your Hyundai dealer.
Mike and Mike, every morning on ESPN New York 98.7 FM.
Good morning, we're Mike and Mike.
The biggest stories.
If you're sick, you're sick.
The biggest opinions.
I got issues with everybody today.
New York wakes up with Mike and Mike. Weekdays starting at 6 on ESPN New York 98.7 FM.
Yankees Baseball on the Ass is brought to you in part by Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, starring Kevin James, now playing, by your Tri-State BMW Centers, and by McDonald's. Loving it. The Statue of Liberty on a beautiful Friday evening in New York City. And the Staten Island Ferry passing by. Hansel Robles, his Major League debut for the New York Mets here in the Subway Series in front of a big crowd at Yankee Stadium. That's what he did at AAA Las Vegas. And the first batter he will face in the big leagues is Alex Rodriguez. First and second for the Yankees. Nobody out. They're up 6-1. And a strike. Alex 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. One and one. Talk about baptism by fire. Your Major League debut on the Broadway stage. Mets Yankees Subway Series.
Well, certainly never forget it. On a midweek game in Milwaukee, or where you are in the Subway Series facing Alex Rodriguez.
Ground ball up the middle, knocked down there by Flores. Everybody safe, infield single, and the bases are loaded. And that's going to bring up Mark Teixeira with the bases loaded. But first, we'll take a look at two swings that he had today. Replays brought to you by New York Presbyterian, the official hospital of New York Yankees. Amazing things are happening here. This was the first inning out.
Almost identical, Michael. That was a little bit more out over the plate. Second deck right down the right field line. You see him pulling it. And then this ball was even farther inside. Pulls his hands in. That was a nice swing. 7th home run of the season.
He has 4 ribbies so far tonight. Comes up with the bases loaded. 2 for 3, 2 home runs. Foul back. Second in the major leagues in home runs behind Nelson Cruz with 8. Pretty good fastball by Robles.
Running up there 95 and upstairs. Tough to catch up to a high fastball at that velocity.
And the pitch. Popped up. Campbell. Foul territory. 1 away. Well, that's going to bring up Brian McCann. The Yankees have a chance to really break this open here in the bottom of the 7th inning. They have 10 hits to the Mets 4, and they lead 6-1. McCann a couple singles and 3 at bats. Struck out the other time. Also scored a run. Mets looking for the double play. 96-mile-an-hour fastball strike.
Just as that rolls off your tongue, Michael, just another powerful arm in baseball. Guys that are coming up from the minor leagues, you haven't heard of, they're not established. Hansel Robles, 96.
1-2. DeGrom started, went 5 innings. Then Sean Gilmartin took over. He worked an inning, and now Robles. And the 1-2. Fans, the Yankees have scored 6 runs, so log on to papajohns.com tomorrow for 50% off your online regular menu price order. Use promo code Yankee6 at papajohns.com. And the pitch. Foul him back fastball. Still 1-2 on McCann.
Spoil the pitcher's pitch. Make the pitcher work. Hard to execute consistently, pitch after pitch.
The 1-2 pitch. Foul away. Another one at 96.
That's it right there, Michael. Just spoiling it. That's a tough pitch down and away. Watch this pitch here. This is 96 miles an hour with some movement running away. Tough to just get the bat on the ball.
And the pitch. Again, foul back. Batter gains an advantage the more you foul it off.
Well, especially what Robles has shown. It's basically, he threw one little slider, second pitch that spun up there that was high. Clearly, this guy's proud of his heater. He's got a good one. This is just, here it is, hit it. Yes, Michael, the more a hitter sees release point, movement, velocity, slight gain edge to the hitter.
Ellsbury off third, Gardner off second, A-Rod off first. 1 man out, bottom of the 7th, 6-1 Yanks. 2-2. He struck him out. Tipped that one into the glove of Plawecki for the second out. So Robles wins that battle.
Michael, he just stayed upstairs the whole time, kind of elevated. That one because it was directly over the plate. Watch McCann, big healthy cut. This ball just keeps rising. That's with a 4-seam fastball that stays true. Pitch out of the zone.
Here is Carlos Beltran on his 38th birthday. Way upstairs. Oh for 2 with 2 fly balls to center, and he walked in the third. Fly balls came in the first and the 5th. One and 1. 11 grand slams for Beltran. A 309 lifetime average with the bases loaded.
There's no trickery here with Robles. Here it is, hit it. His best fastball, challenge.
2-2. Yankees loaded the bases. A slow roller down the third baseline that stayed fair. Base hit for Ellsbury. Then with Ellsbury going, Gardner hit one to Murphy, who tried to catch the ball and tag Ellsbury on the way by. Booted it, E4. And then an infield single up the middle by A-Rod. Nobody out, bases loaded, but Teixeira fouled out the third. McCann struck out. Now a 2-2 count on Beltran. And he fouls it back. So now it's time for a payoff pitch. All three runners will go. 3-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the seventh. Robles deals. Swing and a miss. Took something off that pitch and struck out Beltran as the Yankees strand the bases loaded. No runs, 2 hits, and 3 left. Let's go to the 8th. 6-1 Yanks.
It's an epic showdown as heavyweight action returns to the Mecca of boxing. Reigning champ and ruler of the ring Vladimir Klitschko looks to continue his historic domination of the division.
Klitschko simply separated him from his senses.
But standing in his path, undefeated top American heavyweight Brian Jennings, in the fight of his life, seeks to keep the titles on U.S. soil. World Championship Boxing, Klitschko versus Jennings, live Saturday, April 25th at 10 p.m. Eastern and Pacific, only on HB.
You know what you like. Action, adventure, that unmistakable rush. A winning hand, scoring those I just gotta have them shoes. Incredible dining choices, including 3 by world-famous chef Amaro Lagasse. All the comforts of a luxurious, award-winning hotel. It's your lifestyle. And knowing there's only one place where you can really play your way. Sands Bethlehem.
Let's trade keys during Hillside Honda's Trade-In to Trade-Up sales event. Your chance to trade in, trade up right now at Hillside Honda. Like a 2015 Honda Civic LX Automatic, $129 per month with 0 down. Or a 2015 Honda Accord LX Automatic, $178 per month with 0 down. And a 2015 Honda CR-V LX Automatic all-wheel drive, $229 per month with 0 down. So let's trade keys and trade in, trade up during Hillside Honda's Trade-In to Trade-Up sales event. Go to hillsidehonda.com. I love Hillside Honda.
Are you struggling with debt? Get immediate help by calling the law office of David Pankin today.
For over 20 years, my law firm has helped thousands of clients facing financial difficulty get a fresh financial start. Unlike debt settlement programs, we could stop collection lawsuits, harassing creditor phone calls, and foreclosure proceedings.
Don't wait. Call today for a free consultation at 888-529-9600. That's 888-529-9600.
Yankees Baseball on Gas is brought to you in part by Pepsi. For your chance to win an exclusive Yankee experience, go to Yankees.com/Yankees Thrill and by Toyota, the official hybrid of the New York Yankees. Well, the Yankees have dominated from the start. A 2-run home run by Mark Teixeira in the first, and then a solo home run by Ellsbury, another 2-run home run by Teixeira in the third, and the Yankees lead 6-1. But the big domination is the big guy on the mound. The right-hander has been awesome tonight as Michael Pineda starts off the 8th inning by dealing a strike to Plawecki.
And that has been the story the whole night, Michael. 21 out of 26 batters Michael Pineda's faced, he's been ahead 0-1. Dylan Betances getting ready for the Yankees.
Hyundai scoreboard 6-1. Yankees lead on 10 hits. Mets have 4. They've committed 1 error. That one by Daniel Murphy. Popped up. McCann tosses away the mask. 1 out. Now let's take a look at what the Yankee pitching has done. CC Sabathia pitched a complete game, lost a 2-1 game to the Tigers. Then you have Eovaldi pitching very well. Adam Warren, you take off the first inning where he walked 4, he gets the win against the Tigers. And then yesterday, Masahiro Tanaka was outstanding against Detroit. And now against the hottest team in baseball, Michael Pineda is dealing a gem.
And isn't that the formula, Michael, for winning streaks or keeping your team in it to win a baseball game, is to have good starting pitching? And you said it. You have each of the Yankee starters to roll out a good start, a quality start. I know CC had hard luck there in the loss, but 8 innings, complete game, gives up a couple runs. That was a great sign. I thought Tanaka yesterday was as good as we've seen him.
And a strike, count 0-2 on Newland Heiss.
And that's including when he first came on the scene last year. As dominant as he was that good.
Pineda's thrown 93 pitches, 74 strikes. The 0-2. Chop back to Pineda. 2 down.
Really is pretty amazing. I mean, you watch this game, any baseball player out there who wants to be a pitcher, it was strike one almost every batter. 22 of the 27 batters strike one. He's shown a good slider. Now he's taken a little bit off on his breaking ball. Good changeup. This is a dominant performance by Michael Pineda.
The only run scored by Curtis Granderson. And he reached on an infield single in the 6th. Moved to second on a wild pitch. Went to third on a fly ball to right. And scored on a sac fly by Lucas Duda. That's the only blemish on the ledger for Michael Pineda. Yankees shift for Granderson, well aware of his game. Chasen Shreve has joined Dellin Betances in the bullpen. And there's Gary Tuck between the two of them. Yankee bullpen coach, 2-1 now. And the pitch. 3-1. Juan Lagares is on deck. Fouled away the other way, and it's now full at 3-2. Coming up on pitch 100.
Probably his last pitch, either way, whether Granderson gets on or he ends the inning. Ends the inning for sure.
And the payoff. That one is lined into left center field. It is a base hit. It's going to split the outfielders and go to the wall. Granderson heads to second. He'll stop there with a double. Second hit of the night for Curtis Granderson. And that will do it for Michael Pineda. Joe Girardi will signal to the bullpen. And he's going to ask for the left-hander Shreve. And you have to listen to the ovation that Michael Pineda will get from the crowd of 45,310.
Today is the start of something big. Journeys aren't just about getting from point A to point B. They're opportunities for new experiences. The 2015 Toyota Corolla is ready to help get you to your next stage and in plenty of style. Let's turn it up! Corolla is ready!
Find inspiration with 0% APR financing for a full 60 months on a new 2015 Corolla, or lease Corolla for just $159 a month.
It all starts at Toyota. Let's go places!
You could win an out-of-the-blue party with rock stars, like Fallout Boy. Follow us on Twitter and hashtag #OutOfTheBlue with a picture of Pepsi.
paid for you.
It's a German luxury sedan, but it's still an Audi. The Audi A4 Performance Sedan. Experience the Spring of Audi sales event today and get exceptional values on the Audi you've always wanted.
Well, fans, make sure you're at Yankee Stadium on Tuesday, April 28th, for one of the hottest collectibles of the season. It's Masahiro Tanaka Bobblehead Night, the first one in the 2015 Collectible Series presented by AT&T for the first 18,000 guests in attendance. For tickets, log on to Yankees.com, visit the Yankee Stadium ticket window, Yankees clubhouse shops, or call Ticketmaster at 877-469-9849. There's Masahiro just hanging on my scorebook. Ready for the game? Ready for Masahiro Tanaka Day? He's ready. Pitched very well in the Yankee victory yesterday over the Tigers. So Chasen Shreve comes on to face Juan Lagares. 1-0.
Chasen Shreve, fastball, slider, changeup, throws right around 90, 91 with his fastball.
One or more. Now you have the lefty swinging Duda on deck, and that's obviously the one that Joe zeroed in on, and he wants him to get past Lagares with the 2 outs. He did not want to keep Pineda in there for another batter and waste Betances just for one batter. Quite a performance by Michael Pineda. No walks, 7 strikeouts. Runner at second, his responsibility. Shreve deals. Inside, 2-1. And the 2-1. 2-2. We are in the 8th inning. Yankees 6 and the Mets 1. First game of the Subway Series. An 11-game winning streak on the line for the Mets. The Yankees come into this game having won 6 of 7. And the only loss, that 2-1 loss to the Tigers on Monday. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second. Shreve deals. Strike 3 right down the middle. Lagares down looking, and Shreve comes on and does the job. No runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Yanks.
New York State is reinventing how we do business by leading the way on tax cuts. We cut the rates on personal income taxes. We enacted the lowest corporate tax rate since 1968. We eliminated the income tax on manufacturers altogether. With Startup New York, qualified businesses that start, expand, or relocate to New York State pay no taxes for 10 years, all to grow our economy and create jobs. See how New York can give your business the opportunity to grow at ny.gov/business.
My job is to bring you in.
They're all gonna come for you. They'll stop you. Good luck.
Taken 3 unrated.
Hey neighbor, this weekend only at your neighborhood Ace, buy 1 bag of Scott's Weed and Feed and get Scott's Lawn Food for free. That's a $15.99 value, because getting help at Ace is like going to your neighbor.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Honda's the only company ever to win both the Indy 500
And a Supercross Racing Championship.
They were also the first to come up with this. The Honda Dream Garage Sales Event, where you can get great deals on
almost everything Honda makes, including the sporty Civic, named best value in its class.
Get great deals on Civics right now.
The Honda Dream Garage sales event. Get a dream deal on a Civic with standard rear view camera. Now, at your Honda dealer.
You guys, I think she's here. She's here.
Is that her?
No, Valerie said she's driving a Buick.
Sure doesn't look like a Buick.
Take a fresh look at Buick. It just might surprise you.
I'm outside. Where are you? I'm right here. I'm in the Buick. I don't see a Buick.
That's not a Buick. That's what I told him. Wow. This is nice.
Now get sign and drive leases across the entire 2015 Buick lineup. Like this Buick Encore for around $199 per month on vehicles in stock the longest.
Hey, it's time for the game summary brought to you by your local Nissan dealer. 6-10-0 for the Yankees, 1-5-1 for the Mets. What a performance by Michael Pineda. Mark Teixeira pretty good as well. Two-run home runs. And Jacoby Ellsbury with a solo home run. All three of those home runs against Mets starter Jacob deGrom.
Didn't give a whole lot of home runs, but I'll tell you what, Pineda, aside from that great line right there, Michael, of his 100 pitches, 78 strikes. 23 of the 28 batters he was ahead 0-1.
New Met pitcher, Eric Goodell, here in the 8th. The pitch to Headley is a strike. Hyundai scoreboard 6-1 Yankees. Headley tonight 1 for 3. Fly ball to right in the 2nd. Single to right in the 3rd. Grounded to 1st in the 6th. Fly ball left field. Long run for Neuenhuis. Ball makes the seats. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Two and two. Well, Pineda threw 78 strikes on 100 pitches. So this will get a little stat wonky for you, but Baseball Reference has pitch-by-pitch data going back to 1988, so that's their reference point. It's the Yankees' 5th best percentage of strikes since 1988 with a minimum of 100 pitches. 3 David Wells starts and 1 Randy Johnson start. And David Wells has the top 3 games. Number 1 is 80.8% strikes. And he was a strike-throwing machine. Ground ball to first. Nice play by Duda. Flips to first to get the out.
Good play by Duda. Even though with the shift, he gets to this one earlier in the game, he did not. Nice shuffle pass, the firm throw to Goodell. See how the Mercedes-Benz Yesmo. Key here. Once obviously Duda gets the ball, but Goodell busted over. Good play by Duda.
Here's Stephen Drew against the right-hander. 4th pitcher used by the Mets. And a strike. Another strike. 0-2. Tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be CC Sabathia against Matt Harvey right here at the stadium. It's a 4 o'clock start. One and two. Look ahead to the 9th inning for the Mets. You've got 3, 4, and 5 in their order. You've got Duda, Kadire, and Murphy. CC, ready for tomorrow. Weather is supposed to be warmer for the afternoon game. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Took something off that. And Drew way out in front. So Drew is 0 for 3 with a sac fly.
Goodell showed a good curveball. Watch the 12-6 break. Starts above the belt. Slow speed. Steven Drew out front.
And here's Didi Gregorius against Goodell. One and 0. The Yankees shortstop, number 9 batter in the lineup, is 0 for 3 tonight. A strikeout, fly ball to right, and pop up the second. Two and 1. Boston and Baltimore tied at 4, bottom of the 7th inning. And Tampa Bay 12, Toronto 2, top of the 9th. So you know what everybody in the American League East is doing. Ground ball to first, and under the glove of Duda, and goes into right field. Gregorius will go for 2, and he's going to make it with a 2-out double. Bad hop on Duda.
Yeah, the ball just stayed down on Lucas Duda. Watch here. Fastball just in on him. Maybe this is something that'll get Didi Gregorius going. You watch the ball, it just stays down. It looks like Duda had a track on it, goes on the tip of his glove. Sometimes it's all it takes for a guy to get it rolling and feel it better. Obviously the 188 batting average Gregorius is sporting right now just adds pressure to the whole baseball play.
Ellsbury 2 for 4 tonight. And he pops it up left side. Flores on the outfield grass will put it away for the final out of the 8th. No runs a hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We go to the 9th inning. Yankees lead this one 6-1.
I got some great news!
Paul Blart is the #1 comedy in America.
I'm gonna be honest, I did hear rumblings.
So drop everything. And don't miss.
Oh! I missed it!
Paul Blart 2, rated PG.
Never before has this kind of passion, this kind of innovation, engineering, design, and performance been available for this kind of price. The 2015 CLA from Mercedes-Benz. See your authorized dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
My leg had always hurt a lot. I would cry and I would scream. And the original diagnosis for this disease is to amputate it. With New York Presbyterian's help, that hasn't happened. They saved, like, what could have been. So people were surprised by me cheerleading because I was able to do all of these flips and stuff and not be judged for it and not be critiqued for it. And with cheerleading, I learned to do this.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco spicy chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone, like the memer.
Ooh, eat spicy goodness like a boss.
The selfiers.
So good. Gotta get a selfie. So hot. Got a selfie or selfie.
And the behind the times are.
This sandwich is the bomb. Raise the roof!
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken topped with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
At twice the speed, at half the cost of traditional laser jets, the HP OfficeJet Pro X is the perfect addition to your starting lineup. And now 50% off. Get yours today from none other than who but W.E. Mason.
Yankees Baseball on Yes is brought to you in part by Subway Restaurants. Get any footlong for $6 or less, April only. Subway, eat fresh, limited time only at participating restaurants like People's United Bank N.A., where our know-how starts with knowing you. And by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com, the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Enter promo code Pinstripes for free entry. Shreve, who got the final out of the 8th, deals a strike to Duda starting off the 9th. And another strike to Duda. Mets have an 11-game win streak, tied for the longest in their history. They had one of those in 69, 72, 86, and 90. And the last 11-game win streak was actually snapped by Paul O'Neill's Reds on June 30th at Shea. Gregorius gets Duda. Well, after this game, we'll wrap up tonight's matchup on the WB Mason postgame. Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and David Cohn will recap the key plays. Meredith Morakovich will get the clubhouse reaction. And you're going to hear Joe Girardi's manager's report. It's all coming up right here on Yes. And speaking of David Cohn was actually in line for the win in 1990 to make it 12 in a row. But O'Neill started a rally against the Mets bullpen with a walk, and the Reds came back to win that game 7-4 and snapped the streak. Here's Michael Kadire. And Shreve deals inside. Yankees coming off a strong road trip, 7-3, and trying to start this 6-game homestand with a victory. They're up 6-1 against the hottest team in baseball. That's coming off a homestand where they were 10-0. Kadire grounds one foul. Kadire tonight is 0 for 3. Signed as a free agent by the Mets during the offseason. Had played with Colorado, actually won the batting title in 2013. That one is driven deep to left field. Fair ball, it's gone. It is a foul ball. Just missed a home run.
Boy, that couldn't have been much right down the line. This would be a good look. Just hooked foul. Well, the tone was set by this game right from Jump Street. As good as Pineda was, Yankees get up at the bottom of the first, the big two-run home run by Teixeira. And then Pineda, that's all he needed. I know the Yankees had the big 4-run inning in the 3rd inning. Pineda was that good.
Chop the 3rd. Moving to the glove side is Headley. And Teixeira cannot come up with the scoop. So that's going to be an E5 on Headley, allowing Kadire to reach.
Yeah, once Headley, he's got it tracked. He's got his feet underneath him. And so in between hop, Teixeira does, and he can't handle it.
Actually hit him on the shin. All right, so a runner on first base. Teixeira not holding Kadire on. And here's Daniel Murphy against the lefty Shreve. This could be 2. This could be the game. There's 1. There's 2, and the Yankees win 6-1. They snap the Mets' 11-game winning streak. Their hot streak continues. Mark Teixeira with a couple of 2-run home runs. Ellsbury with a solo shot, and just outstanding pitching by Michael Pineda. And it's the 10th time in franchise history the Yankees have snapped a winning streak of 11 or more games. The last time they did it, they snapped the Tigers' 12-game winning streak in 2013. So a good way to start off the Subway Series for the Yankees. They put it all together, pitching, power, some defense, and they win the game by a score of 6-1. There's a lot to talk about. We're not nearly done. The guys back in the studio have a lot to do, a lot to break down. They'll take a closer look at how Pineda did what he did with his 100 outstanding pitches as he picks up his third win. So we throw it to Bob, Jack, and David back in the studio to set it up the rest of the way.
Michael, thanks. We do have a lot to talk about. Some great offense, nice performance by Teixeira, and then, David, what Michael Pineda did.
Yeah, I mean, what can you say? The guy is just a strike-throwing machine like Iron Mike. 78 strikes out of 100 pitches. That says it all. Dynamite slider, good changeup, working with Brian McCann very well.
If you watch this start tonight and you're a Yankee fan, you start to get excited because you say, Pineda's healthy, and he can be this kind of pitcher. When you think of what the Yankee rotation could be, that's excitement.
We will see you right after they wrap.
People are switching to T-Mobile. Even Verizon customers are jumping to America's fastest 4G LTE network. From the Bay Area to the Big Apple. Ready, set, switch to the data-strong network. $1,800.
Remember the invite? Remember to make reservations?
Absolutely.
Remember the tickets? Remember where we parked?
Absolutely.
Generously appointed Lexus ES and ES Hybrid with leading-edge connectivity. Unforgettable. Lease the 2015 ES 350 for $349 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate online at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll get a vacation voucher and maximum tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
666 6666. Remember 6.
Going to the airport.
Remember 6.
Riding around town.
Call Carmel.
Shopping or moving.
Remember 6.
The best ride in town.
So wherever you want to go.
Carmel is a number to know.
Ride Carmel and be on time. Worldwide and nationwide. 666 6666. Remember 6.
The best part about Paramus Hyundai?
4 is always less.
Our next big sale is here. It's Route 4's next great event, and it's going on right now. Drive off with savings so good, they're great. Like the all-new 2015 Hyundai Elantra for only $84 a month, or the 2015 Hyundai Sonata, now only $94 a month.
4 is always less.
All with no money down and guaranteed credit.
Hyundai sell for less. For Paramus.
All right, so the Yankees snapped the Mets' 11-game winning streak, 6-1 here at the stadium. And let's look at the game changer out presented by T-Mobile.
Well, it was Michael Pineda. I know Mark Teixeira had a good game with the 2 home runs, but this guy, slider, changeup, fastball, befuddled these Mets hitters. Really impressive. The 7 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts, no walks, 100 pitches, 78 strikes. Really was textbook pitching. Had all of it going on. Couldn't get the third out in the 8th inning. Very impressive 3-0 for Michael Pineda.
Overall, an impressive game for the Yankees as they continue their hot ways, winning 7 of 8, 6-11-1, beating 1-5-1. Time of the game, a manageable 233. Pineda goes to 3-0. DeGrom, his second loss. Al told you about Pineda's start. Teixeira, 2 two-run home runs, and Ellsbury was 2 for 5 and had a solo home run as well. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the WB Mason postgame show with Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, David Cohn, and Meredith Moragovitz. Special thanks to senior producer Bill Bowler, coordinating director John Moore, Jared Boschnack, John Purcell, Mike Webb, Woody Fryman, and the executive producer of the Yes Network is Mr. John J. Filippelli. Hey, join us again tomorrow for Yankees Extra Innings on Yes, immediately following the game, which will be on Pix 11. Again, the final score from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. It's the New York Yankees 6 and the New York Mets 1. Now let's go to Bob Lorenz, Jack Curry, and David Cole standing by in our Yes Network studios. Guys?
Michael, thank you, and welcome to this edition of the WB Mason postgame. Terrific start for the Yankees in terms of the Subway Series this year with a 6-1 win in the opener. Of all the things that happened, Jack, what was the most impressive to you?
It was the fact that Michael Pineda pitched like this, Bob. After his last start, we talked about how he didn't have his best stuff, but he gutted his way through the start. Well, you know what? Tonight, he had his best stuff. His slider was terrific. He used the changeup late in the game. Organizations are out there looking for pitchers like Michael Pineda, a guy who's in his mid-20s who throws the way that he throws. And, David, for him to give the Yankees this tonight, this is not only meaningful tonight, but you start to think beyond as well.
Yes, what kind of season, his first full season, if he does have that full season, stays healthy, what are the numbers going to be? And if you think about it, all the talk about DeGrom coming in, Pineda's actually younger than DeGrom. So if you think about that, how many years you'd have left if Pineda finally finds himself, stays healthy. Boy, he's a true number 1, number 2 type starter. Takes a lot of pressure off of Tanaka. Really a frontline guy that you can count on.
And you can tell in the offseason and then in spring training, he really worked to round out 3 quality pitches to get guys out. The slider tonight, Jack, was terrific.
Yeah, the slider was his best pitch and maybe his best pitch of the season, Bob. He did use the changeup, but we're going to show you that slider. Look at Granderson. You're not hitting that. We see Lagares just staring at that pitch right there. The slider was his strikeout pitch today, due to able to put the bat on the ball, but he went to the slider early and often, and you can't blame him for that. He gets Campbell there to end the second inning. Here in the third inning, another strikeout. That was Plawecki. This is a ball up the middle on a slider again. David, just continually going to that pitch. I mean, what's that feeling like when that slider feels that crisp?
Well, he seemed to have one that he could throw for a strike and get in the strike zone, and then he had one he could bury and get swings and misses. And I really love the flow with he and Brian McCann behind the plate. He didn't shake off all night. That's the right formula for a young pitcher. Brian McCann behind the plate, knows the league, knows the game, calls a great game. Follow his lead. Pineda does. I think that's a great matchup. You don't see a lot of hesitation. It's all about rhythm and execution with Pineda. No decision-making problems.
And as he continues to work and perfect that changeup, McCann went to it even more tonight than he has before.
Yeah, David talked about this as we were watching the game. First couple of innings, he didn't really throw it. You wondered with the weather, is he going to get to that changeup? Not only did he get to it, he threw it 21 times. That's the most he's thrown it all season. He only threw it 12 times in his last start. And as good as he is, 2-pitch pitcher versus 3-pitch pitcher, you want to be the 3-pitch pitcher. You want to give those batters one more option, one more thing that might confuse them. So I think it meant a lot that he threw that many changes.
David, could that be a case of he and McCann not showing all the pitches to all the hitters early in the game? He wanted to just show the changeup later?
Yeah, I think you go try to get through the lineup once or twice and try to establish your fastball early in the game. It's a tried and true sort of an old catcher, smart catcher doing it the right way. But I think it's not just about 3 pitches. It's 3+ pitches. It's one thing to have it be a 3 or a 4-pitch pitcher, but this guy's that changeup looks like it's an above-average changeup, meaning it's a strikeout pitch to go with that slider. That's an incredible combination. That changes the whole equation for Pineda.
Well, Pineda is 3-0 now. He had 7 strikeouts, no walks, so the strikeout-to-walk ratio gets even more ridiculous for Pineda. Time to get the comments from Joe Girardi and the manager's report, brought to you by Geico, as he starts by talking about Pineda.
Joe, what'd you like most about the way Pineda threw the ball tonight?
I had an account the whole night. She seemed like every hitter he was strike one on almost tonight. And he was very efficient because of that and put hitters away early and located extremely well.
You look at the end result, 78 of his pitches were for strikes. How impressive is that, his control?
Well, I mean, on a night like tonight, it's extremely impressive. And I thought his stuff was excellent from the beginning, and he just carried it, through almost 8 innings.
I have to imagine pretty good to see Teixeira continue to swing the bat well.
Yeah, I mean, Texas driven in runs all season long, and 2 two-run homers quickly, and he gave us a quick lead. Was really nice.
Go ahead, Meredith.
Joe, how vital is he to your offense, that type of power in that position?
Well, I've said all along about Texas, he really knows how to drive runs in. I mean, he's ever since he's been here, and I've watched, he knows how to get the job done. And he does it left-handed, he does it right-handed. It gives us a switch hitter in between some of the lefties that really hits lefties well. I mean, he's really important to our offense. Really, really important.
Right.
Joe, would you rather have him hitting 7 home runs? He's still only hitting like 210, 215, I think. Would you rather this than the inverse of him hitting, say, 340, 350 with 1 or 2 home runs?
Yeah, I want the run production. The bottom line is how many runs you score. And I don't know how many RBIs he has now, 15, 16, 17. You drive in 17 a month, and we still got time, and we started late. I mean, you're going to be a pretty good year.
Marley.
Joe, we've talked a lot about the evolution of Michael Pineda. What does it show to perform like this in a night as tough conditions as tonight?
It just shows you that he's grown. He's matured. He took a tough situation last year, and he figured out how to pitch in the cold. And it's not easy. I mean, it really isn't easy. I mean, we've seen some pitchers struggle with their command in days like today, and I wish there was something you could do to warm the baseball up to give to our pitchers, because you worry about guys hitting people too. I mean, that's what you worry about is their command. But we've seen so much from Michael since he's went through his injury, and how many strikes he throws, the development of his changeup, his mechanics have become very sound. He holds runners. He just does a lot of things right.
Who else? Oh, Dave, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to ask you on those lines. He's become a strike-throwing machine, it seems like, this year. And now when you add into the slider and the changeup that he threw so well tonight, I mean, how he's becoming a very top front end of the rotation guy now, it seems.
I mean, I've said all along, we get 30 to 32 starts out of him. I mean, I think it'll be really good. Because he also has power, and we'll see more of that as it warms up. I think you'll see a number of pitchers throw a little bit harder when it warms up, but he's got weapons. And when you can locate and you have movement on your fastball, you can become extremely effective.
All the way in the back, Joe.
Joe, when you guys left town for the road trip, it seemed like the guys were, dragging tail a little bit. What have you seen these last few days?
We've turned it around. We've swung the bats well. We've pitched extremely well. And I think probably the biggest thing is our defense got to where we thought it would be. And you get some come from behind wins, and all of a sudden you start to feel good about yourself. And you always worry about anxiety in the beginning of the year for players trying to get off to a great start, and it's not always going to happen, and it's not always going to happen for certain guys, and you know that it's a long process. Just keep running them out there, and things will, even out.
Anybody else? Thank you, Joe.
Well, let's check out tonight's leaders, brought to you by Toyota. Snapping 11-plus game winning streaks. That's what the Yankees did tonight. The Mets winning 11 in a row. They look terrific. DeGrom came in hot, but they raised his ERA by about 2 runs, and the Yankees get the win 6-1. So we're talking Yankees now, but at 11 o'clock, yes, we'll take you over to Fox Sports Live. Jay Onrait and Dan O'Toole will get you caught up on tonight's NHL and NBA playoff action, which included the New York Rangers trying to end Sidney Crosby's season. That's Fox Sports Live coming up at 11 o'clock on Yes. But we've got a lot more to come here in studio on the WB Mason post game as the Yankees take this Subway Series opener. We'll have more on Pineda. Post game reaction from the clubhouse, and we'll show you what's happening around the majors when we come back.
The Yankees post-game show on Yes is presented by WB Mason. For office furniture and supplies at amazingly low prices, who but WB Mason?
How can we get our office products to our customers even faster?
We already have same-day delivery.
How can we beat that?
What if we had same-hour delivery?
Back, a little to the right. Yeah.
Just act natural, guys.
Let's just stick to delivering the same day.
With our own trucks.
Yeah.
WB Mason delivers. Whatever, whenever, wherever. Who but WB Mason?
You better have a jetpack under there, Turtle.
Tortoise, actually.
On your mark. Get set. Go!
Later, roadkill.
On your left. Coming through.
Plot twist.
Who's your turtle? Huh?
Introducing the hair-raising power and performance of the Mercedes-AMG GT. It's no fairy tale.
I'm feeling Subway. Now through April 30th, get any footlong for just $6 or less. That's right. Choose from any and all footlong favorites, like the sweet onion chicken teriyaki featuring all white meat grilled chicken strips. Hurry in today. New York.
Every Sunday, sit down with the skipper on WB Mason presents The Joe Girardi Show. Dive into the hottest team topics and get the story straight from the mind of the manager. WB Mason presents The Joe Girardi Show. New every Sunday, only on Yes.
Stylish, smart, and adventurous. This is unlimited driving fun. The 2015 Toyota RAV4, everything you want in a car and more. Eye-catching exterior, interior filled with soft, inviting materials. Let's get this adventure started.
Lease a new 2015 RAV4 for just $199 a month or get 0% APR financing on a new RAV4.
It all starts at Toyota. Let's go places.
The Yankees postgame show on Yes is brought to you in part by your Tri-State BMW Centers.
And we are back once again on the WB Mason postgame. Yankees win the Subway Series opener 6-1. Mark Teixeira was all over the place at the play and, of course, fielding his position at first base. As we take a look at our amazing plays of the game brought to you by New York Presbyterian, amazing things are happening here. And, Jack, again, it started at the plate when he gave an early first-inning lead.
Yeah, DeGrom is not supposed to be a guy who gives up home runs, Bob, but this is a two-seamer that is up, and Teixeira puts the bat on the ball, hits it into the second deck. The only question was whether or not it would stay fair, and it did. One at-bat later, it's a two-seamer again. This was in a little more. He puts that one into the second deck as well. He had 2 homers hitting left-handed in 31 at-bats this year. First 2 at-bats against DeGrom, he goes deep, and then he shows he can do it with the glove, too. Defense never been a question with Teixeira. It's keeping him healthy and keeping that bat in the lineup, and the Yankees are excited about what they've seen so far this year.
Well, this is what he's done. 7 home runs, second most in Major League Baseball to only the 8 hit by Nelson Cruz. It's the most home runs he's hit through the first 16 games of the season. 11 of his 12 hits remarkably have gone for extra bases, and his number of runs batted in the past 11 games tied for the most in Major League Baseball with Toronto's Devin Travis. Meredith had a chance to talk to him on the field right after the game.
Mark, Jacob deGrom came in here with a sub-1 ERA, throwing the ball very well, but you guys were able to get to him in the first and the third. What allowed you to do so?
Just taking good swings. I mean, I think we came out aggressive. We didn't want to be out here too long tonight. It's freezing, and we knew a good pitcher like that, you can't just give him a lot of strikes. You'll be down 0-1, 0-2. So we were aggressive, and it paid off. You told me in Detroit you weren't sure if you were where you wanted to be at the plate, but 2 more home runs tonight. Are you getting closer to that point? I'm getting closer. You're never really where you want to be as a hitter. You're never good enough. So, right now, just getting some good swings and seeing some results. You had a pretty good view of Michael Pineda tonight, who also works fast. What did you think of his night tonight? He was awesome. I mean, our starting pitching has been so good, and we've had a nice little run here the last week and a half, and it's all been because of starting pitching, and that's where you get the credit. How good is this team feeling about the way they've been playing the last couple of games? Well, we're having fun. I mean, it's a long season, and you don't get too high or too low, but we're just enjoying ourselves and having fun in the clubhouse, and when you're winning and your pitchers are giving up 1 or 2 runs every game, it helps. We've noticed that you, along with some of your other teammates, have a little bit of a mustache thing going on. You have to explain that to us. Yeah, Brett Gardner started in Detroit, and a bunch of us kind of said, let's hop on. We won 3 straight, now 4 straight. So, hopefully we'll just keep it going. Well, a lot of Yankees fans are hoping you keep it going. Thank you, Mark. Thanks, Meredith. Send it back to you in the studio. All right, Meredith, thank you. When it comes to the Yankees, you can't fear the beard. You'd have to fear the stash, I guess, because that's as far as it can go. But, Jacob deGrom tonight, we talked about him on the pregame, David, the fact that he is a fastball pitcher. And, the book on him tonight, we saw with Mark Teixeira, probably hunt that fastball, right?
Exactly. I think Teixeira's second home run was the most impressive one because that ball was in off the plate. We've seen Teixeira hit that and pull it foul a lot. The fact that he kept it fair really says a lot. Jacob deGrom, I think he just got it handed to him tonight. He just got jumped. I think Teixeira said it, just right. A lot of fastballs early. We came out aggressive. We jumped him before he could get settled in. It was a great strategy, Bob. I think it worked out well for the Yankees, obviously.
And you talk about Teixeira and spring training. I've got the gluten-free diet. My body feels great. And I'll admit, people in the clubhouse in Tampa, some people are snickering and saying, okay, well, what is that going to have to do with anything? I don't know if it has anything to do with anything, but what I do know is this guy's at-bat so far. Forget about the batting average. Joe Girardi was asked about that. Teixeira is paid to hit homers and drive in runs. And if he can give the Yankees this type of production, I don't think they'll care if it's 220, if it's 230. They'll care what the number numbers are: home runs, RBIs, slugging percentage, OPS. That's what they'll care about.
All right, we're not going to grow stashes. We might think about going gluten-free from this point on. Meantime, for Terry Collins, again, sending Jacob deGrom out there, a terrific start to the season, a sub-1 ERA going into this game, but he gets knocked around, charged with 6 runs in his 5-inning outing. Here's Collins on deGrom.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell early in the game, you know, he just doesn't make that many mistakes. And a lot of pitches, you know, the pitch the first inning to Shera, tried to get the ball in on him, left it in the middle. You know, just didn't make the pitches he usually makes, and he got hurt because of it.
Terry, I know it's just one game and you'd won 11 in a row, but is this loss more disappointing than the average loss?
Well, you know, it's disappointing because we were on a nice roll, and I know the Yankees have been playing very well. But when we're surprised when Jake doesn't have his good stuff, and tonight he didn't have it. But as everybody knows, you got to play again tomorrow, and we'll get after it tomorrow.
Terry, what were your impressions of Michael Pineda tonight?
Well, certainly we are a little bit of an advantage. We hit with Kevin, who's seen a lot of him, and the one thing he told us, he said, "Look, you guys better be ready. This guy's a strike throwing machine. And when you throw 100 pitches and only 20 of them are balls, that pretty much tells you that, he was making pitch after pitch. Because you throw that many strikes, you're going to get." Hopefully you'd put the ball in better play, but he just moved the ball around, changed speeds. Outstanding breaking ball tonight. I mean, it's outstanding.
John, these got tossed when you guys were batting, so was he upset with the strike zone, or was it something else?
No, he was upset about some of the pitches that were called strikes, yeah.
Just sorry if you were asked this before, but just can you just kind of recap for the 11-game win streak comes to an end, but just what would you how would you evaluate overall just having that 11-game win streak?
Well, I mean, we've talked about it for 11 days. We played very well, we executed very well, and we got great pitching. And tonight, we one of the things that we did during the streak is we didn't fall behind by a lot, and tonight we did. So, and as well as Pineda was pitching, it was tough to catch up.
What did you think of Robles there in his debut?
Threw the ball good. Tremendous pitch to Beltran. 3-2 with bases loaded. So the one thing you make a pitch like that, and it tells you you're not afraid to walk somebody. You got to make the pitch, and he threw the ball very well. I was impressed.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, more on tonight's 6-1 Yankees win, including telling the story with the highlights. Stay with us.
The Yankees postgame show on Yes is brought to you in part by your Tri-Honda dealer. Hurry to your local Tri-Honda dealer for great deals on the 2015 models.
Nissan Altima. With up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, get a $179 per month lease on Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Altima, one of 7 Nissan models with 0% for 72 months. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
I oftentimes find myself thinking back to that day and what would have happened if. I had a ruptured blood vessel in my brain, and the doctors at Montefiore used an innovative technique called endovascular coiling to correct it without surgery. I remember telling them, I have 2 little kids at home, so don't let anything happen to me. People ask me why I went all the way from Greenwich to a hospital in the Bronx. I tell them to save my life. Montefiore gave me back the life I love to live.
Where you buy your mattress is about to change. At PC Richard & Son, you trust us for your appliances, TVs, and electronics. Now you can trust us for a good night's sleep, too. We have over 50 in-store mattress galleries, the largest selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, free delivery and haul-away with select mattress sets, plus the guaranteed lowest prices. PC Richard & Son. The official appliance, electronics, and now the official mattress retailer of the New York Yankees.
It's back.
McDonald's.
Yes. Okay, you had the big flavor on a startup salary. Here's your so good I have to post a photo of it. Finally, I have unique taste. Just look in my wardrobe.
Booyah.
I got it, right? Nailed it. I make a lunch run like no other.
McDonald's sirloin third-pound burgers always make the cut. Right now, get your favorite starting at only $4.99.
Oh, hello, French fries.
In the fraction of time we spend driving in reverse, about 500,000 accidents occur each year, which is why the Infiniti QX60 has world's first safety technology available, like backup collision intervention, which can brake even before you do, to help keep everyone safe. Lease the Infiniti QX60 for $399 a month. Visit your local Infiniti retailer.
The Yankees postgame show on Yes is brought to you in part by DraftKings. Play daily fantasy baseball for free on DraftKings.com with the official daily fantasy partner of Major League Baseball. Enter promo code PINSTRIPES for free entry.
Another reminder now that at 11 o'clock, yes, we'll take you over to Fox Sports Live. Jay Onrait and Dan O'Toole will get you caught up on tonight's NHL and NBA playoff action, which included the Dallas Mavericks playing without Rajon Rondo as they tried to avoid falling into a 3-0 hole against the Houston Rockets. That is Fox Sports Live coming up at 11 o'clock on Yes. Also, don't forget that fans can take part in Major League Baseball's Franchise 4 campaign through May 8th. Visit MLB.com/franchise4 to cast your votes for the Mount Rushmore of each Major League franchise and other special categories. For the team voting, each club has 8 players available. Right now, Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Mickey Mantle, and Joe DiMaggio are the Yanks' current leaders. Great to have you back once again here on the WB Mason postgame as the Yankees win it by a final count of 6-1 over the Mets. We have the game highlights for you now. As always, they're brought to you by DirecTV. The newly retired, finally, he signed the papers prior to the game. Bertie Williams throwing out the ceremonial first pitch to get the Subway Series going. And, of course, he'll have his number retired May 24th at the stadium, so we'll see him again. David Michael Pineda came out roaring.
Yeah, he really did. This is called getting out of the gates. You come out with that nasty slider, show it right away. 2 in a row, locks up Lagares. And then let's just go 1, 2, 3 on 11 pitches. A fly out for Lucas Duda, and Pineda's off and running.
So good start for the Yankees as far as pitching and defense. Then bottom of the first, our turning point of the game brought to you by Montefiore Medical Center. It's Mark Teixeira, Jack.
Yeah, Teixeira told Meredith Marakovitz the Yankees had a plan to be aggressive against DeGrom. He throws strikes. Why not be aggressive? He throws a lot of fastballs, too. That two-seamer, though, turns into a souvenir. Second deck at Yankee Stadium. His 6th homer of the year puts the Yankees up 2-0.
Pineda in the top of the third allowed a runner to get to second, but he got Curtis Granderson to ground into the shift right behind the bag, and that ended the inning. And then Jacoby Ellsbury, David, bottom 3, decided to tap into the power supply.
He did. Aggressive. You see on an 0-1 pitch, just a line drive bullet. Short porch or not, that is well struck. Ellsbury adds on 3-0 now.
First homer of the season for him. 3 batters later, it's Tex at it again. David talked about it, that adjustment on the swing, pull the hands in. Only question is, would it stay fair? And it was. Even deeper in the second deck than his first shot. Yanks would add another run and lead 6-0 after 3. And then top of the 5th, we've already showed it once. Mark Teixeira flashing the leather at first. A hot shot off the bat of Daniel Murphy, but he'll flip to Pineda for the first out of the inning. Jack, top of the 5th. In that inning later, Pineda about his only threat. He allowed a couple men on.
Yeah, a couple of runners on, but that's how you get out of it. Nasty changeup to Plawecki to strike him out, and then gets Neuenhuis to hit this little tapper to Teixeira. Pineda goes 7 2/3, allowed 1 run.
Top of the 8th, after a Granderson double knocked Pineda out of the game, Chasen Shreve came in, and he'll strike out Juan Lagares, looking to end the frame as the Yankees go on to win it 6-1. Shreve throws an inning and a third, strikes out 1. Pineda, though, 7 2/3 strong innings to improve his record to 3-0, and by allowing a run over 7 2/3, drops his season ERA to 3.86. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard now, courtesy of your Tri-State Mazda dealer. Boston leading Baltimore 7-5 in the 9th. Cleveland all over Detroit tonight, and Shane Green in this one, 13-1. The Cubs and Reds are tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Tampa Bay beats up on Toronto 12-3. KC leads the White Sox 2-1 in the 6th. And the Giants leading Colorado right now 4-3 in the bottom half of the 5th. All right, we will take another break. When we come back, the spotlight is back on Michael Pineda. A closer look at his outing, and we will hear from him next.
The Yankees postgame show on Yes is brought to you in part by McDonald's.